And as we step on the mic, man, you notice the difference. Heavenly blessed with the melanin, baby, you know that we winning. No time for the long talk, got 120 on the clock. Wednesday, 8 through 10, all the bad vibes better stop. Cause you gotta come with that energy. Casual convos, baby, come down and just sit with me. Lil' Coco be spitting that remedy. Casual convos, baby, come down and just sit with me. You better take this shit serious. She dropping knowledge on hitting it's free for the play. Tap in right now if you curious. We got the ham radio going lit every day. We go from people to family to pilots. Stay with me if you got something to say. You know it's important if we go acknowledge. Speak on the business and get out the way. What you gonna say about my mama? She winning, you rockhead.
Hello, welcome to the Casual Convo Show, where we have conversations about topics that affect the community's personal and business relationships. We always have the casual convo, so you don't have to have the tough convo. I am your host, Coco, and joining me, of course, every week is my amazing co-host, DJ extraordinaire, Big Boscoe from the Bronx.
What's up? What's up?
And of course, we have the mayor, well, we call him the mayor, of Asheville, North Carolina, Mr. Paul.
Greetings, Queen. Queen, Coco, my brother. Hey, I'm hanging in there. How y'all doing?
What up?
They're not here right now, but I'm going to just do a soft intro so when a person pop up, we can kind of keep it rolling. So, of course, everybody is very familiar with the beautiful, the creative, the Jude.
Where is she? She was just here.
She got knocked off for a second, but she coming back. You gotta follow me. There she is.
I was just here. She done disappeared.
Like, oh man,
we were just having a conversation. No, disappeared already before the show started.
Download the app. It was like you gotta kick me out. Was like you need to download the app. That's basically what it said.
We got a lot of stuff going on today, so I guess we're gonna get right into it. I guess. As usual, we're going to start with the mental health check-in. I'm going to go last because mine going to go into something. So, of course, because you guys are guests, it's optional, but Bosco has to.
Yeah, my mental health is good, man. Of course, yesterday I had my little, was it yesterday? Or the day before I had a little counseling session, because of the stuff that went on in the family. But no, I'm good, man. I'm straight. I'm on vacation. And anytime I'm on vacation, I'm feeling good.
Congratulations.
Yep. Sorry, J-Bear. How about them Ravens, J-Bear?
I thought J-Bear was coming on.
He said Flaco would never.
He goes so face.
Don't even speak on that team.
No, you straight. You straight, Jude. This is about J-Bear. Don't worry about it. You and Rich, y'all good. This is about J-Bear. This is about J-Bear. Y'all straight. When I talk about the Ravens, it's J-Bear. Y'all good.
All right. We have to stick together though. One flop, one sound.
Nah, J-Bear be out of pocket.
You sure you want in? I think you might want to.
J-Bear be out of pocket.
J-Bear from one Ravens fan to another. I want to have.
No, I'm gonna send you the video, and then we gonna see what you
No, don't
say.
do it, Coco.
Send me the video.
Don't do it.
As soon as it pop up, you're gonna be like, never mind.
Don't do it, Coco. Don't do it. Don't show the DJ video.
Like,
don't do it. Don't show the DJ video.
Right. So, do you one of y'all want to go, or y'all just want me to go?
Oh,
Judy.
Sorry.
Mine
is fine. Live a high life. Be happy. Don't let keep your encouraging friends around. And eliminate everybody that don't belong in your life. That's all I got to say. My mental health is steady.
Okay.
There we go.
Paul, you want to skip or you want to
go? I'm here. Just say I'm here. I'm got one foot on the celebratory side and I got another foot on the remembrance side. So I'm just here. I'm just here
I'm sorry. I saw your post. My prayers are with you and your family. I know it's hard.
I'm just here to be encouraged with good people and enjoy a nice evening.
Okay.
Cheers to you. Cheers to you, Paul.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, well, come on. I just do my.
Thank you. What you got? You got it. You got an
Got
edible or
some
something?
baggy tobacco.
You got
Oh, you got some of that too?
you got your
So,
edible? You
no, I
got your
ain't.
edible?
No, I ain't doing nothing.
Okay.
I'm getting over a cold.
That's the best time to
My
smoke.
mental health is pretty good. Had some stressful days, but I think all in all, I've handled it well. I've learned to pull away. Speaking of pulling away, I kind of wanted to speak on something.
Mm-hmm.
And Bosco, Jude, and we've had the conversation. I think you weren't present for it, Paul, but I think so. Let me introduce how where I'm going with it. So I was in an interview one time, and that's how I proposed it to them. I was asked the question, how do you deal with stress and what do you do to like de-stress, right? And typical, meditate, da 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 da. Da. So that's all for work. So we don't those questions are also good for your personal, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I say that to say I find it when you have those strong friends or those people that you constantly depend on, that's
Mm-hmm.
literally there for everybody and that's overly extending themselves, overly just being there for everybody. When that person needs time,
Mm-hmm.
respect that time that they may need because we always hear you can't tell people how to be there for you or you can't expect you and other people. However, I disagree with that statement because I feel like in some instances you should expect you and people, right? The
Mm-hmm.
same way that in certain situations.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, if you don't know how to be there for somebody, a simple when you go to when somebody is in a moment and you haven't heard from them, they might be de-stressing or whatever, having a day. Before
Mm-hmm.
you get into your shit, how about start the conversation off with how are you?
How you
How
doing?
was your day?
Mm-hmm.
And that little thing can mean the world to anybody. And I say that to say I notice when I do have to pull back and people will not know what's going on with you. Because if you
Mm-hmm.
don't like I'm not one of the people who go, oh, like G might know because we cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I might talk to her. I do talk to her about stuff. So she may know an extensive way. So she will be like, "You good today, friend?"
Mm-hmm.
Da 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 da. And then there may be days where she might need my ear. I'm gonna be that. Same thing with Bosco, anything
Mm-hmm.
like that. But then you have those certain ones. Is just like, oh, she, nah, 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 nah. And sometimes I can't make it to everything. I be having other shit to do, and sometimes I may not be mentally in a space
Mm-hmm.
to be there. And it's like, just check on the people that's always there for you because I promise you, hardly nobody checks on them. And a simple how are you goes a long way.
Mm-hmm.
And I got like a little story. I'm gonna say my son because I think a lot of times we forget about our kids, we forget about, and we always talk about mental health and men, right? And I ain't gonna say his name, but like my oldest son, I know Journey. I know he tries his best and he falls short, which is everybody. He human, right? So you ever see like when you see somebody, especially like a guy come in, especially I'm dating, so you might, or if you got a spouse, you may see them come in and they flop on the chair, and you're like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, damn, you all right? You okay? Instead of
Mm-hmm.
just harping on that and thinking it's an issue, that ain't got nothing to do with you. People face
Mm-hmm.
a lot going on, and then sometimes even though it don't seem like it, I play a lot and stuff like that, but I really do listen.
Mm-hmm.
And what I do now, I just call him and be like, "You good?" And he be like, "Damn, today I am. Yesterday,
Yeah.
no, but you know what I mean."
Yeah.
And you could see he needed that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then even still, sometimes even like at work or just regularly, I'm like, "Hey, you good? You straight? That means a lot to somebody just to ask that
Mm-hmm.
one little question." So I think we should be mindful of being unselfish in ways of always leaning on somebody. But the person that you lean on, ask yourself, can that person lean on you? emotionally, and can you expend what they expend? Because sometimes you might be taking the last little piece of the cup.
Yeah.
That's something you just like, you got to replenish. And I think people forget that strong person needs to replenish as well.
Yeah. You know, you saying that's true, because see, me and my niece, we talk daily, sometimes 3 times, 4 times a day. And the one thing we do at the end of the day, she'll hit me up when she get off work. What's up, Unc? What you doing? And I'm like, and we always ask, how was your day? I mean, we always ask each other, how was your day? You know, always. We're like, yeah, we always vent. She was like, Uncle, I know I keep venting to you. I know you get to. I said, no, I said, I'm the patriarch in our family. You come to me, you got something to talk about it. No, I'll listen. I'm not gonna be like, no, I don't want to hear that. I said, no. So yeah, it's always like, if I don't call her for a day or two, she'll call like, yo, you good? And that's how we do it. We don't hear from each other in a few days. Like, yo, you know, we always ask, you all right? You all right? Like, even if I go to the doctor and I'm like, yeah, I went to the doctor today. What happened? I'm like, no, relax.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good.
I want to say something before I get off this air. Hey, Miss Jude and Mr. Paul.
What
Big
up,
Mike.
J-Man?
What you say?
No. Pause. No, it's more than just Jude and Paul up here, though. How you not going to sit
Governor
there
Mike.
by
I got some. Hold on,
He said,
Jude.
Mike.
I got something for them too right now.
He said, Mike.
Good morning.
Mike.
Mike, what's up, Mike? But
What's
I got
up, man?
something for the 2 hosts right now. I want to say it, and then I'm going to leave. Y'all said lean on y'all. I got a couch for you and Coco. For y'all can ride this couch and watch the game over my house. Y'all can, hey, look, it's gonna be a good game. I'll buy the popcorn and everything.
He's turning.
You're going to be joining us on that couch.
J-Bear turned into a Cowboy fan slowly.
I love y'all, but
he's turned into a Cowboy fan slowly. That's a Cowboy. That's what Cowboy fans be saying. He's like a Cowboy fan, man.
Hey,
but you're not even showing your face. How we gonna take you seriously? Like,
oh no, because I'm sitting here talking to Mike. I'm John Harbaugh right now, trying to get some invitations so y'all can come to the game. I got a cup and a shirt for both of y'all. I know I'll see Rich later, but I love y'all. I'll see y'all later.
All right. Go Pittsburgh.
You could have cut
Okay.
You could have damn sure.
I knew he was gonna get on here and get you up with the Ravens thing.
He got redeem himself.
He can't say nothing, because I swear, oh my God, Bosco, I should have sent you that fucking video so we could have played it while he was up here.
Yeah. So the DJ video,
right? He ain't got no.
You mean the DJ video, right?
And he like, so let me tell y'all, if Lamar don't want to play, he need to sit the fuck down and stay home.
You know some Coco?
Never.
You know some Coco?
So what? Because Tucker need to go. We need to replace our kicker at this point.
You know what?
At the end of the day,
No,
I
you
can say
Fair weather fans, man.
Exactly, Mike.
Every time y'all lose, y'all want to get rid of people. I'm a Cowboys fan. 1992, we been rocking. Win, lose, or draw.
Everybody do it. When the quarterback starts sucking, we say the quarterback needs to be replaced. When the
We
kicker
don't say
starts
that.
sucking,
We don't say that. I've been a Dallas Cowboys fan since 1992.
Mike. Your only issue is
a Ravens fan. Y'all be trying to get rid of y'all quarterback, your middle linebacker, your running back. Goddamn.
The stadium.
It's inevitable.
Moving to a whole other city and shit.
Right, they ain't loyal. Y'all not loyal as shit. Y'all like the most disloyalist fans.
Listen, we still fuck with him. We still fuck with him. He's still here. I know, because I don't know why. You know, when I get high, then it starts feeling like y'all far away. It starts feeling like y'all far away. I be feeling like I gotta get closer. My head don't lay down today because I put a different wig on. I'm sitting over here high as hell.
Oh, man.
I love everything about that Ravens part, though.
I think I need to eat an edible myself, man.
Yeah, you should. I'm telling you, it's the. Let me say, herb is the plants.
Oh, I know. Oh, hey, Jude, Jude.
You should ingest it because it's
Jude,
natural and it's healthy for you.
Jude, I do it every night. Every night. Y'all just don't see it. I do that after the show. Hey, Jude, after the show, I get something to eat. I come back home. It's every night for me.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong. Listen,
Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's all natural.
It's when you see
Is
me.
this an infomercial? Y'all know we don't get paid for this, right?
Oh, well,
but see, the thing about herb, the herb don't have a company, so we're not promoting the company. We're promoting the product.
Coco, you find one. Listen, we gonna find you, but we gonna get you. But there ain't anybody out there trying to sponsor Coco and Boscoe's.
We got you.
You know,
especially when it comes to THC, we got you.
I'm just saying.
Come hard. Go ahead.
Yeah, anybody want to listen? we will make sure your product get promoted, tested, and and sold out that motherfucker. Y'all
we definitely gonna test it.
I swear to God, I would be the perfect candidate for y'all.
Y'all have to give us samples so we can co-sign it. Yeah, we need samples.
Definitely, motherfucker, will make sure everybody see your shit. So that's all I'm saying.
Need samples.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Let's get on with the show.
I challenge one of y'all to sign up because I bet y'all can't fuck with me and Paul. I'm telling y'all. Y'all can't fuck with us. I'm telling y'all. Advertise. Listen. Come fuck with us.
Oh no, I'm with you, Jude. No, I'm with you. I co-sign.
Every day is 420.
I co-sign.
Yeah.
Paul said every day is 420.
Yes. Every night for me is every night. I sleep better that way. I sleep better.
I can tell y'all. I went to the doctor. I didn't mean to cut you off, daughter. I went to the doctor, right? And I told you about my triglycerides going from 1470 down to 130. And the doctor she said, see, those pills done good for you. I'm sitting there looking at her. I said, them pills ain't done shit. I said, I've been smoking weed and eating. I said, I ain't took them damn pills. I'm not taking that shit.
Yeah,
I said, I've been taking weed. She said, you still smoking that thing? I said, yes.
Hey, Paul, check this out. Same thing, yeah.
Paul.
I went to my doctor Monday. Same thing. She asked me, and I told her straight up. I said, you know what helps me? She said, what? I said, THC. I told her straight up. She said, because see here at the VA, they got me approved, but see, North Carolina, it's illegal. I got to go to Virginia to get it. But I'm approved to get that shit. As soon as they get legal here, I mean, I can go to Virginia. They told me I can go to Virginia and get it just when I come here. I got to watch it. But
Dude,
I'm already.
That's
what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm going to get a medical card.
Listen.
Yeah, you can go to Cherokee and get yours.
Cherokee too. Yeah.
I told my doctor when she was talking about all these pills. First of all, I can't swallow pills. I'm childish. So so she asked me, like, what do I do to cope? I said, well, I smoke marijuana. She said, well, I want to encourage you to eat it. I said, well, you should write me a prescription.
Right.
That's how I feel. So she wanted me to try something first. I can't, try this first. I'm going to try that first. But we going to come out with that prescription. You're going to write me the prescription for what you feel as though the recommended dose is that I need. You feel me?
Hey, Jude, have you tried the prescription type yet? I have.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, yeah. I don't know if it's.
Where are we going with this?
I don't. Hey, I don't know if the same one. I don't know.
Mike, hey, Jude. We don't know.
We're gonna get back on track. I don't know if the government. I don't know if the military give you the same thing that the regular people get, but I know the stuff they give at the VA.
Oh, I ain't had no VA.
That VA should have you. That VA shit's the stuff that's snooping them. Be like, yo.
No, because they experiment. I ain't gonna say that.
No, that's just like 98%.
Y'all know how I feel.
That's just like 98% THC.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm talking stuck. You be stuck sometimes. It's not like the light. That's something you gotta take and go to sleep. Like if you
gotta go to sleep, exactly.
Go right to sleep with that. For real, like that ain't something you gonna take and be outside.
No, you gotta go to sleep.
You probably go, yeah. But
you
that's
why
you want to impress me. Give me something with some seeds in it. You want to impress me? Give me something with some seeds in it.
I need
because the stuff they got now, all this interbred and shit.
Yeah, give me the real
all this interbred with no seeds. It's all right. But give me some good stuff with the seeds in it. That's that powerful shit.
Give me the real
shit. That shit can have a kicking today. Really not going to sleep after active.
That shit makes
I'm balling. I didn't think about
that shit. You been mad if you were smoking and you forgot to grab one of the motherfucking seeds out.
No, for real.
Yeah, and then pop over. But you got. But that's the whole thing.
the
Yeah.
That was
healing
the whole thing with the
scent
album
of
cover.
the
They supposed to put
herbs.
on the album cover.
But the album cover, exactly.
They put on the album
Like
cover with the seed up on there.
All right.
Yeah.
something
No,
about it.
because this conversation just went into a whole stoner conversation.
Yeah,
Real
yeah,
quick.
yeah.
But me and Mike can't keep up because we're not there. So that's not fine.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Look at
I'm
Mike's
sorry.
face. That's all
I'm
you have to do.
listening.
We'll
Look at
bounce
Mike's
I,
back.
face.
I got
I'm
y'all. I got
listening.
y'all.
I'm
So
going to
I'm
get an edible
referring to
right now,
Kim.
so y'all keep talking.
You heard me, Coco? I got y'all. So I'm referring to Kim. What you prefer? Sorry. like, uh,
I could have
no,
some
but
good
back to
sense
what
of
you were
me.
saying about like learning boundaries. I feel like people don't pay attention to the signs of the strong people because people always expect the strong people to be, strong. But I feel like with incoming and coming with that responsibility, you gotta be, you know, it sucks, but you do have to feel like you gotta be the person that gotta be like, pick yourself up, all right, pat yourself on the shoulder sometimes, things like that. But um um cutting
What's up?
people
That
off,
Huh?
taking a break, for yourself or setting boundaries for yourself. I feel like most people find it hard because the first time doing it is always the hardest. But the first time you ever experience that kind of discipline in your life with setting boundaries for yourself, because you
What?
can't.
Hold on. What are we talking
Anybody
about? I missed it. What are we talking about? I
um
stepped away for a
kind
second.
of boundaries. We went back.
Oh,
setting
okay.
boundaries with the
Okay.
like when you set those kind of boundaries with yourself and you are secure with that
Mm-hmm.
within yourself, it really don't even matter, how a person feel. If you can't take care of yourself and help yourself, or you not in a good place, everything
Mm-hmm.
you take in or you
Mm-hmm.
try to heal or try to help with, you don't even realize how much sometimes it affects you,
Mm-hmm.
in a way, or you take a little piece of it, and it's now applied to your life.
Yeah.
So
I
So
um
think
I'm
it
so
leads
people
to isolation though. I think for
so
me, it make you want to isolate. I'm sorry,
yeah,
Mike.
but listen, I was
no
getting to
good.
that. There's nothing wrong with it.
No, because
Because
I get to the
Mike,
point.
you go.
I get to the point where I just be
No
like,
good, Joe.
because it start to feel like it's like a. Sometimes it's like a fu because it's like out of all the moments, like you could be present, right? It don't matter
Mm-hmm.
that one time, and it may be two, it may be a couple, but those couple times I might need to tend to something that's for me. You know what I mean? Or vice versa. Like anybody knows, I don't. It ain't too much that's going to bother me when people be like, "Oh, I can't." Okay, cool, whatever. Because I know shit happens. Because I know life happens, right? But then sometimes it be like the end of the world, or you the worst person in America because oh, you supposed to be there every time. And I get it. It's like you set a tone, but at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, it's like also like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I can't say how to show up for me,
Mm-hmm.
allow me that. You get what I mean? The
Yeah,
same way,
but
anything
when
like
you remove yourself from that situation, not saying that it won't ever come back or you won't ever deal. Like only best way I can explain this was one year I had a complete nervous breakdown because my family was overwhelming. Cut the
Mm-hmm.
entire family off.
Mm-hmm.
And I cut them off for a few years.
about here.
My personal growth was amazing.
Yep.
Whether I grew in other areas that I'm still working on now, my personal growth, that was
Mm-hmm.
so needed. And regardless of what it was for, I wasn't beefing with everybody. Certain people I just did not deal with. Some people I still do not deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Those that I still kept communication with, I kept communication with them. And those were the ones that like kind of like as you said reached out. Everybody realized one of the strong people was crashing out. So
Mm-hmm.
those people that took the time to pour into me like I poured into them, you feel me, those were the ones that I gradually got back around to. But
Mm-hmm.
when I was hearing, the ones talk about, oh, you the black sheep of the family, or you this, you that, I would respond like, no, I'm not the black sheep. I'm the goat. I'm getting myself together. When I did try to get
Mm-hmm.
back with the family and got around those people, it was things that I was no longer in that place in life. I realized my place. It wasn't saying that I can't be family or I can't love you or I can't do things for you. I just know what I'm willing to do and what I'm willing not. I know how far I'm willing to push myself and how far I'm willing. I'm not even dealing with that at all. y'all. You feel me? And I feel like a lot of people put more pressure into it because of who it is, but sometimes dealing with everybody else's stuff, it destroys you individually. Before you know, you don't even know who you are. You don't know what you like, what you want, what you don't want to do, what you want to do. You don't even know if you want to go to this function. You know, you feel like you have to. And the thing is, you don't have to do anything.
Right, sure.
So I'm stoic, right?
Oh,
So
let's. Oh, we can introduce Mike. We didn't introduce Mike yet.
You
uh,
late, you
Introduce
late,
Mike.
you late, you late, you late.
Nah, I'm gonna
You
introduce Mike.
are. We
Ladies and
did that.
gentlemen,
Yeah,
this is the
did we
governor,
not
Mike
introduce you?
Taylor. All right, Mike, go ahead. It ain't official till I introduce him.
And
so
Mike gonna be the president. I'm gonna be the VP.
There it is.
Can I be the
so
secretary? Can I be the secretary?
Of course.
so all right. So I practice. So since high school,
Yeah,
I bumped into something called Stoicism, right? Stoicism.
yeah.
I actually live by the principles. I sent the link in the private chat.
Okay.
So I live by that stuff.
Oh, I see.
Like, and then when I got to introduced to it was because I did a paper called Religion versus Philosophy, and I bumped into a lot of Greek philosophy and a lot of Roman philosophy. So Stoicism is what I lean on. It allows me to be able to set boundaries, like without feeling bad. Um, the 10 principles that help you out how to deal with people, life, ups, downs, the whole 9 yards, right?
Mhm.
And it allow you to be able to tell people how you feel without them applying an emotional content to it, right? So when we explain ourselves, we tend to let people put their emotions on what we say,
Sure.
and then that makes you feel bad. So Stoicism don't teach you that. Stoicism teach you you say what you mean what you say. When they
Mhm.
feel a certain way, those are their own feelings that they have to deal with.
Yep.
When I started practicing this, my family. I've always been nonchalant, so now I'm even
Mhm.
nonchalant. Now I
Mhm.
don't have any feelings. Now I'm cold-hearted, right? And I realized, well, when Marcus Aurelius started writing the definitions and principles of Stoicism and how to actually be that, you have to be that.
Mhm.
In order to protect yourself, you have to have many shields, right?
Mhm.
But then also it'll teach you if you're going to be vulnerable, pick a time for you to be vulnerable,
Right.
right? Like don't make it seem like just because this person's mad because how you delivered something. Everybody get their feelings based on how you deliver or talk to them. You let that person deal with how they feel about what you said. Because I don't give a
Mhm.
fuck how you feel. I had to say it.
Mhm.
Um, and then to deal with the things that you can't control. Like, hey, listen, if these things is how it's gonna go, then screw it. I'm not trying to pick a plan. I don't have a solution for your feelings or your problems. And I think when y'all actually start looking into it, y'all gonna be like, damn, this is exactly how Mike is. Because trust me, I don't give a shit about too much of nothing.
We know.
Me
And
neither,
I
Mike.
sleep and I sleep comfortably. I sleep comfortably
Mhm.
because once you start caring, you start doing the whole. Well, I could have did this better, or I could have
Mhm.
said this better. Like like a couple of weeks ago, me and my boss got into it, and I told him like, if you don't like me here, you can do whatever you want to do, baby. You
Who
want to
Biden?
fire me,
Mhm.
Who
right?
Biden?
No, 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 no.
Who's
My
Biden?
boss, the one that's underneath him.
Oh.
So I had told him, I said, well, if you want to fire me, by all
Really?
means, fire me. I said, I can wake up tomorrow and get another job.
Mhm.
I'm black. I was basically bred to get a job. Like you can't stop me from
You better
working.
stop your boy. Your boy getting people to change
So
that. What's they call? What's they call?
mm,
What's Walmart and them pulling back on?
Oh, the DEI hires?
Yeah, the
I
DEI. I
I
couldn't
ain't worried
hear.
about them. I ain't part of that. I'm black. That ain't nothing to do with
I'm
me.
messing.
I
I'm
know.
messing with you.
I know.
Messing-
But but the thing about it was weird. But like he tried to threaten me, and when I gave it back to him, he says, "Well, Mike, your email was wildly unprofessional." That's exactly what I was going for. Nothing
Mhm.
about what I put in that email was professional
What
at
you
all.
say? Did you say per my previous? What you say?
Nope, I didn't say that. I said if you want to fire me, then by all means, walk down the aisle and fire me.
Mhm.
I said, but you make sure that when I do get fired, I'm going to slide my ass into the unemployment and go get my unemployment checks. Now we can play it how you want to play it,
Mhm.
right? You can fire me if you want to, and you still gonna have to pay me.
Yeah.
I got a lawyer. He's so good. You know what I'm saying? I make one phone call, I'm set for life. And I'm gonna take my 401k and not pay y'all any mind, take off for 6 months, and then apply for another job.
Do you find that some of these, I know this probably jumping, I'm so sorry, but I just thought it, I know a lot of us don't. Do you feel like a lot of employers feel like employees don't know the employee rights or laws or certain things like that? And I ask that because
They
oftentimes
know.
they'll try, and I know there are some who don't. Like me personally, I read the policies, procedures, because I'm very insubordinate at moments, and I need to know the line, not the cross.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, I'm a T to that motherfucker, but you know, no shade. But I mean, I used to, not that now, right?
So let me tell you what employees think. Employees don't give a fuck about that handbook because 9 times out of 10, nobody's following it.
Nobody's following it.
What when the employer knows is that most people are dumb and they didn't take advantage of their 401k. And if they did, they only put the minimum in.
True.
Right? So you say right now at your job, you go right into your 401k, you've been there for a year. How much money do you put in individually out your check? So I teach the soldiers at my base that I train underneath because I train 25 Bravos. So I teach them when you start getting some money, your first 401k, you plan to stay at a job for 2 years. Your first year, you put $100 of your money in your 401k. You don't care what they matching, just make sure that you got $100. You plan to stay there for 2 years, you put $200 in your 401k. Do you know why? Because one day you could wake up and say, fuck this job. Now you have two options. You can go through the processes of getting unemployment and all that, or you can take your vested money, which I realize most people don't know what vested is once they look at their 401k. So this how it works. You can go look at your 401k and you'll see total balance. Let's say it's 27,000, right? But you'll see this thing called vetted. And then it have like 19,000. Vetted means the money that you put in that you can take with you once you quit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep, that's the money.
What most people don't do is they don't do their 401k, so then they fighting for unemployment, right? Well, you can fight for unemployment for 6 months. Bills is still bills. You haven't took advantage of the process that they know you're not taking advantage of, right? So what they do is the companies make it even funner. They say you can't touch your 401k for 30 days. Well, when do you pay rent occurred? If you get fired in, let's say December, your rent done in January. And what do? They hold your last check until the 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Right. So boom. So now that whole check got to go to rent. Then you got to wait 30 days in order to touch your money. Right. So now you got to figure it all out. All right. So this is the best way that most employees don't think. I'm gonna go take my money, wait for the 30 days to come up. Right. Take my last two checks, pay all my bills in the next month. Now I ain't got no bills. So all I gotta do is go to sleep. Once that 30 days come up, you do not take all your money with you. This is one thing that we as black people don't know. The same mutual fund that they're generating your money in, you can buy into that same mutual fund once you get out of the job. So what you do is you take your $20,000, you put it in an IRA. You look at the mutual fund that they got, and you buy back into that mutual fund. That mutual fund will generate money because everybody puts into the mutual fund. Here's another kicker. You take $10,000 out, right? And you deem that as hardship, so you ain't got to pay it back.
Yeah.
Once you do that, then you transfer it. Don't get a check because that's how they love black people. Black people stupid. They love checks.
Love checks.
Yeah, don't never get a check from your IRA, from your IRA, which is basically your stock portfolio. What you do is you put a bank account into it, and then you get a direct deposit. No taxes, no nothing.
Yep.
Right? Then you wait next year, not the year that you quit. So if you quit in 2024, you don't pay taxes on that money until 2026. Because what you do is you say, well, cool. Well, I plan on getting another job anyway. I just need a break. Well, $10,000, you should be able to do whatever you want with this money. I mean, if you want to pay rent, if you want to get a new car, the whole 9 yards, right? This $10,000 is your money, tax free. That's it for that year. When the next year come, you go back. Let's say Fidelity, they give you a tax form. You add it to your income, your earned income for the next year. After that, boom, you losing 10% anyway. They're gonna tax you. So what? But you back at work, so you don't care. What you do after that is that once you go into the new company, you take $5,000 out your IRA and put it into the new 401k that your company offer.
Mhm.
Now, this is the kicker. If you put $5,000 in, when you go to a new company, they have to upfront match that 5,000. So you got 10,000 already.
I can say that they don't tell you that. They just ask you, do you want to cash out or like, you know what I mean, or just carry up. See, that's the stuff that they don't. And I will be completely transparent. I think everybody up here already know. When I was younger, like, and if I'd have known this when I first started working, like as a teenager or even in my
Mm-hmm.
early 20s, life would be a lot different. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And that's something that we don't know. I think I shared it up here. I didn't start learning about that until I was probably somebody came to my job and they were talking about like retirement plans and all of this stuff, right? And I was like, oh, that's cool. So they was like, yo, you're not putting da 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 da. So the guy took it, he was like, you're not saving nothing. He was like, how much you want to say? He said, well, you can start with whatever you want. And I said, well, what is whatever I want? So I was like, well, fuck it, let's do like 150. And so the person next to me, don't do that. That's too much. That's too much. I was like, well, shit, I got, because in my mind, I got to catch up. You know what I mean? Because I'm like,
Right.
I don't know nothing. I say this what this is. So, and that was just that. And then as time went on, I started learning about like 401. I said, what the fuck if I'd have known this? And then I'm looking at, I think the bigger issue, like you can have families that's financially stable, right? Older generations. They don't teach the younger generations financial literacy and financial responsibility. So it was like we knew we had what we wanted and money was spendable and I can get what I want because I'm making it and then it's coming in, but nobody teaches you how money works.
So let me tell you how I learned. So I was going to all these seminars back in the day, like 2000, 2001,
Yep.
2002, 2003, 2004. Trump kept coming here, right? So, oh, you can go and you can rent, you can buy houses and all this other stuff. So I bumped into this cool black guy, I mean, Mr. Johnson. He like, hey man, look, you young man, you ever heard about 401ks? Yeah, man, I read it, man. I put some money in. He said, yeah, but you know that you can use that to buy stock. Oh man, I
Mm-hmm.
know about stock. I learned stocks in seventh grade. Like, yeah, I know how to read the stock market. Like, he said, but you know how it works. I said, yeah, you buy everything that you wear. He go, correct. He said, what else? I said, they told us to buy everything that we eat.
Okay.
So I said, cool. So he said, well, you know, with your 401k, you can launder the money, right? Launder, what you mean? Like you said, think about it. If you out in the street, you can start up what they call a Roth IRA. Don't know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Yep.
said, so I can take some street money and put it make an IRA. He said yes. I said, you got
Mhm.
to be fucking kidding me, man. We got fucking $90,000 in the crib. You know what I'm saying? Okay, boom. So let's make a move. I went, boom, me and my brother sat down, we split it evenly, and I quit the street game. Like at 24, I was done. So boom, I took the money, I took my half, and I invested in three IRAs. Right. So I brought Disney, I brought 20th Century Fox. And so when Disney brought 20th Century Fox out, they cashed me out. They cashed me out like 20 points on the dollar. Right. So I was like, damn shit, I only put $500 out. I cashed out with 5,000. Okay, so should I reinvest this money in Disney? And everybody say, fuck no. I say, yeah, that's not
Mhm.
a good look. I ain't playing with Disney at all because Disney ain't gonna do much. So I went to what they call blue chip stocks and I went to penny stock. So my penny stock, I think I did well because we had just jumped off, right? And I wasn't working for the federal government at the time. So I got on YouTube, found all the weed stocks, they all penny stock. I put $200 in. It kicked all the way up to 10,000. I was following me and my homeboy was talking about the Bitcoin. I put 5,000 in there. They jumped I cashed out at 127,000, right? So then I go, okay, well, cool. Maybe I need to go back into Bitcoin. I'm like, nah, I ain't really messing with the crypto joint. I'm chilling, right? My homeboy, like, he cashed out 5 million and he chilling. So I go, well, what else can I do to get my joint started? So I brought some GameStop shit because I was bored. And then the GameStop joint jumped up to 10,000. I cashed out on that, right? So once I started learning, I'm like, okay, well, Mike, listen, you can put up $500 in penny stock, don't touch it, and whatever the penny stock gonna do is gonna do, right? If you like Jordans, the Nike is what you go to. If you like Gucci, whatever, find out the stocks. The only stock that don't exist is Rolex, because I would be rich.
Yeah.
And Rolex don't have a stock, right? And then I just started, then I started listening to myself, like, well, okay, well, everybody making coins now. Everybody making crypto coins now. So boom, I'm on crypto, TikTok, crypto, the whole 9 yards, right? So everybody like, Mike, so what coin you gonna buy? I don't want to buy any coins. I want to see how all this gonna go, and hopefully black people get together and print their own goddamn coin. Right? That's what I'm waiting for everybody to collectively come together and say, listen, we can make our own goddamn currency. It's one guy on TikTok that's talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is that everybody, especially when they come to, like, when you learn crypto, everybody don't like get dedicated into just putting their money in. We always look for the bigger hit and then we pull out.
Yep.
So the printing a coin for like just black Americans may be a problem. But I learned it. I said, well, shit, you know how to launder money? They say, yeah, Mike, you launder money by taking your money and investing in a foreign bank. No, you just put it in an IRA.
I think the main problem is some people look for that quick return. And I think that's the patience and everything when it comes to, especially when it comes to investment and putting money in and stuff. I was taught, put in, okay, whatever, how to go. What do you say? Put it in there because you ain't going to touch it. Just let it sit. Or, sometimes like pretty much like let your money make money for you while you sleep. Oh, so
how do you do that? Explain it to the people that don't know.
I don't know how
I don't think you know. All right, so let me explain it.
I know, but I'm not good with explaining
so let me
stuff
explain
like that
it.
because
what you say, Coco?
So let me explain it.
So pretty much the way that it was taught to me, like when I was trying to learn and I was really trying to educate myself, and it's something like my son is better with it because he like was reading books and he really was watching the market, investing in stock. So my thing was, we gonna invest in what we buy. So somebody told me, like, you know how most people like, oh, I can't make money in that. You ain't gonna make no money in that. They're like, no, let it sit. Put in what ain't gonna hurt you right now. Put that there, let it sit. Because your money, because as it's moving, your money gonna make money for you. So like some people will put something in there and be like, oh, I'm gonna watch it, and they looking for this big turnaround quickly. It's not always quick. So it was like put in what's not gonna hurt you. Or put in what you can afford to. Some people thinking you gotta put in these big, large lump sums amount. You don't
put a dollar.
Put a dollar.
Yeah. You don't have to. You can look into what the shares cost, and you can just buy a share. Yep. Of a company. My thing is, if you know it's something that you buy, like we all like, I like Nike, or if you like, let's say like let's go with Nike. That's the popular one. You buy, they in business. You go ahead, put money into what's going to make you money that you already doing because you supporting it. So you still put money into yourself, and everybody else is too. Because now you got money into that, and you just let your money sit. But you don't put in something that's going to hurt you. Like if you know all you got is a stack to your name, what you gonna put in 800 for? You feel me?
So let me tell you what she's saying, right?
Hold on, Governor, before you go on, Governor. Hold on for one moment before you go. So now, because what I've been sitting here listening to is the governor explain creating generational wealth.
Yeah,
correct.
Basically.
And see, my generation, basically myself, I missed out on that part of things because I was in a whole lot of trouble during that time, the growth time of getting involved with money and all this stuff and 401s and all this stuff. My time was elsewhere. But yeah, but see, they're not teaching that. But the stuff that you just explained right there is all foreign to me, and I know it's got to be foreign. It's got to be foreign to younger people as well that don't know this. Getting into these jobs and stuff and saying, "Well, I got a little 401k," but you don't know, like you say, you don't know nothing about what you can do with this 401k. You just got it.
You know
And
what?
see,
You know what, Paul? That's the crazy thing. They wasn't teaching it, but they are now.
Yep.
They wasn't like they didn't teach like I'm like with Mike. I went at the time. I learned a lot of things. It was because the opportunity was set up for me to be able to go to different seminars and
Mm-hmm.
different readiness classes where they taught you, to sign
Mm-hmm.
up for stuff like a 401k. They taught you how to do a resume
Mm-hmm.
properly. You
Yeah.
practice interviewing. Stuff like that was available, and at one point in time it wasn't, and then they took it away, and but then now they bringing a lot of it back, and then a lot of like I taught a lot of my friends growing up how to like do stuff like fill out applications and write resumes. People was sent me invitations to like some of them seminars and stuff. I went to debates, all types of things. Like I signed up for law in high school, like
Mm-hmm.
just on some different stuff. You feel me? Like,
Mm-hmm.
but as a like a young adult, like in my 20s, it was opportunities for things out there, and a lot of people didn't know how to take advantage of them. A lot of people not even know. A lot of people didn't know they was available to take advantage of them. You feel me? It's all about knowing and knowing like where the resources are and how to get them. And like
But
Mike
not
said, you
only,
wouldn't
oh, I'm
know about
sorry.
that if somebody didn't tell
Yeah.
you and teach you, how to do it. And you can't expect, like, if your parents didn't have stuff like that, you can't expect them to teach you. You usually learn that by doing something like going to a job or hanging around different people. Somebody usually throw something out there, you feel me, and you catch on to it. I
But
ain't
you
know
know
nothing
what's
about none
funny?
of that
Check your
okay,
stuff.
but
email.
then Coco. Okay, but
But
then
check your
hold up.
no,
I
but
went
check
through
your
that.
email
So,
because a lot of times your financial institution, like the credit
Yeah.
unions, the banks, they send out emails that they have webinars and seminar
Mm-hmm.
about different investment avenues or different money markets that's available to you, and they actually
Yeah.
teach you classes. And a lot of us, what I've noticed is even going into, I might, even if you're not going to participate, you can sign up and you can get the knowledge and you can get the literature and read up. They don't say you have to sign up right now. They just say, hey, this is and third. You can keep going to each one that you know about. And I think that's the one beautiful thing I do think about technology today is it makes everything more accessible. Because if you have a smartphone or if you have a computer, whatever, you can pretty much get to it. And then they got the books now and they have people and they will meet with you. You can set up something where you can go to your bank if you're an in-person person and sit down. They have like financial advisors that can break different things down to you, like what they mean. And they can look at your account, how you moving your money, and say what your best options is, or this one might not look good, or different things, because they want you to make money, because they want your money to come into their bank.
I
how
guess it's
about
different with
how
Yeah,
me
go
about
ahead, Paul. I can't.
because
Go
in
ahead,
because
Paul.
in New
You
York
got it.
they taught us all that stuff, GNP, all that stuff. They
Oh, we
they
was the
taught us
babies.
in junior high,
Well, they got to.
gross
You're in
national
New York.
product, and
Yeah.
they taught us all that stuff. So when I got out of school, I mean, I was still irresponsible, but I knew, and my daughter knew not to. Hey, this is what you need to do. Like Mike was saying about the Roth IRA, I put my money in, and I just left it alone. I got $8,000, and just didn't touch it, and I'm not going to touch it until I retire, because I was like, shoot, why touch it? It's just gaining interest in everything else, you know. But I think it's financial literacy, and I think that's the problem with our people. No financial
Well,
literacy. We live for the day, and it's
well, I
like,
want.
this
But the
money,
Sorry.
other
we don't
piece
put
is,
our money.
Yeah. Hey,
and we
Mike,
Sorry.
you
hold
had said something.
information though, but we don't share. Like, I
Right.
get what Paul was saying is we will hold
Mhm.
on to stuff, because, like I said, even coming up,
Gatekeepers.
I was around people who knew what to do, but
Yeah,
wouldn't even take 5 minutes to. Everybody got this. You can figure it out. You smart. You can
yeah.
do this. We
Right.
look for that amongst in our communities, and
Hmm.
it's like we will sit on information that can help the next person, because either we scared somebody gonna get more, or
Hmm.
because we not getting nothing. We don't want the next person. It might work for them. Listen, if it worked for you, it's going to work for you. But I'm not going to sit on no information that can help the next person. And we do that a lot. And that's why there are a lot of like financially illiterate people. Like just simple stuff like protecting your social, doing certain things like credit, all of that stuff. When you was young, you were like, shit, God, what? I can sign up, I can get this. You signing up for everything, not understanding long term what this could do to you. And then that's why you have a lot of like middle age, older people cleaning up credit because they wasn't taught that part when they were like younger because people were sitting on information or like you say, they didn't know. Like how can you teach something you don't know? Because I didn't know, and I had kids young.
Y'all
So
ready?
I
I
had
can
to
show
try
you
to
how to do it.
huh?
Let me tell you how to do it.
Do what?
So the object of sitting on money, right? And this is for Bosco and everyone else got it. If you go to what you buy, right? If you go into your portfolio and you click to the left, you'll see these dots. Or you click on the stock that you buy. It will say either you get a dividend or you get the money recycled back into the stock. Right? So your money don't just sit in there. You have two options. You can get a dividend check, which every quarter they send you a check of what your stock is worth, right? Or you can deny the check and buy more stock. So when people go, and I hate when people say that, like, I'm just gonna put my money in it and leave it. Like, it's two options. You either get yourself a check every quarter, right? Or you take the non-dividend, you take the dividend approach, and what they do is they take let's say the stock is $2, it rises up to $7, right? That's $5, right? They take that $5 and buy $5 worth of stock. Okay, this is for everybody that's on here that would one day have a child that go work for Amazon, right? And I love Amazon because Amazon love poor people.
You got that right.
So what Amazon says, and this is for anybody that want to go, whether it's part-time, you doing Amazon Flex, they have what they call a stock option, right? Amazon will say, look, we're going to give you this money, right? You can get this money of this 15 or 18 bucks, but you also have we'll give you some stock. How much stock do you want? Let me tell you the fear mongering of poor people. It's not just black people. They say, oh, well, the stock options, you gotta pay $4,500 altogether. You gotta be here for a year, but they gotta go up to $4,500, right? Everybody on here gonna lose their shit. $4,500, shit. I only make like $18 an hour. What they're not telling you though is that the money that they need to go into the stock, they take it out your gross, not your net.
Not your net.
So it's pre-tax. Now,
Yeah, you don't see it.
You telling the kid that's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, he's going to decline that. Where he can literally stay there for a year and have $4,500 in stock with Amazon.
Hey, Mike, you know what my stock is in? Well, I got the 8,000 Cash App.
Yeah, hell yeah. I would.
When Cash App first started, I seen it. I was like, boom. Yeah, that's what. Cash App.
Yeah, so hey, I'm gonna tell you another one. Shopify is the one that's jumping right now.
Shopify is jumping.
Look into Shopify. $250 to get in, but they jumping.
That's it. Shopify be jumping.
So this is the funniest thing. So you tell a person that's like Paul, like, I've been in trouble. I got to get a job, right? Well, shit, if Amazon's in North Carolina, slide your ass into Amazon part-time, sit down and talk with the human resources person and say, listen, I want to know about the stock option, right? How long do I have to stay here in order to walk away with my stock, right? If you work on the government side, such as Mike, they give you your stock options up front. They tell you how much they're going to give you. If you're in a public sector, they tell you have an option to get into the stock, right? Your job is to take that stock, leave with the stock. I don't care if you mad at the supervisor playing superhero, your feet hurt, whatever it is. Find out how long you need to be there to get your stocks. Because once you get the stock, while you're there, you do the dividend option. Come holler at me. I ain't going nowhere. The governor gonna be here probably for a long time. Do the dividend option while you working. Make sure they take $100 out of each check towards that stock option. Now that's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
They tell you in the beginning, that's how they fleece poor people. Well, there's no need for you to put a lot of money in it because you don't own the stock. That's bullshit.
Right.
Any money that you put towards that stock has to be accounted because the government tax it.
They go in that
So,
report.
so you see people a lie, right? It's the same as right now if Paul say, I got $500. Mike, what is the easiest way, long-term way to make some money? Go penny stock. Go on the YouTube, type in the most popular penny stocks or high dividends, and then go and invest it.
Go invest it.
Don't touch it.
Because even if they fold, they still gotta give you your money because you go into their report for like
every year,
I know it's their fiscal, and when they do that, whenever they touch it, you get your money before anything because you pretty much
you're a stockholder.
You own a share, so you have to get a check. So whether that company fold or not,
so that's how this works. Yeah, so
Amazon, you got to get on Amazon.
So you want to, and if you want to do something else, it's something called a ETF, where you can buy cheap stock in a bundle pack. It's bundled. You can get I got a bunch of ETFs. Right, I found it after I learned about NFTs. I learned about EFTs. So I got Bitcoin EFT. I got marijuana EFT. I pay like $44 for each one. Right. When they was doing the
what that stands for?
With the EFT, I gotta give it to you, but it's a fund. It's a trust fund. What they do is they take all the technology stuff like S&P 500, which is hard to get into, has a cheap ETF to get into because I have it. Okay. Vanguard is the most popular. So Vanguard is where you get your money at.
Okay.
Yeah. So Vanguard is where you get your most popular, and the S&P 500. That's how you maximize the money that you have. You don't have to have like $1,000. Your job is to be able to make sure that you can pay for one share and just get it recycled. You're never going to touch it. 9 times out of 10, you're going to be asleep. You're going to smoke some weed. You're going to forget about it and all. The whole thing is for you to forget about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Once you forget about it and once you do the options, it works for yourself. Right now, the weed stocks is jamming. They even got a weed stock in Africa. You go in the African stock market, gold is popping right now. Only because Burkina Faso has told the French they don't want nothing to deal with them. Venezuela done sent some army to back him up, some troops to back him up. Cuba done sent some troops. Nicaragua done sent some troops to Africa to make sure that the president don't get assassinated. So Africa right now on a global market, when it comes to like raw minerals, like lithium, you got to find you a lithium stock. That's where the money gonna be at. Cobalt, same thing in Niger. So right now, so now it's about raw minerals, and they don't cost no money. They don't cost you nothing. They cost you like $10, right? So the raw material is $10, right? What happens is that it's not like nobody don't shit.
Hold up, Governor. Hold up. I was on mute. But the lithium is right here in these hills.
Yeah, lithium's here. Yep. We got the lithium here. Yep.
Yeah, but
you gotta listen
to
it.
We're not mining the raw lithium. The raw lithium is right here.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, even in North Carolina, we're not mining it here. We're mining
they get ready to. They get ready to.
Yeah, they got no choice because lithium just went up. Lithium.
That's why they kept talking about the fracking and all that shit.
Yeah, because the African countries got together and said, "Fuck y'all." Told France they got to leave. Niger just did it.
Can I ask you a question? Well, all y'all, this is where y'all topic, because it just made me think about insurance. Why they kill that man?
I was thinking the same thing.
So this is one thing you got to understand. Health insurance right now is at an all-time low.
You know what I was thinking? Remember like John Q? So when I seen, because it was, it's not every day that you think randomly somebody's going to shoot up the CEO of an insurance company. So I'm thinking something got rejected, or maybe somebody.
He was hitting to Y'all didn't listen though. He was going to an investment meeting. Investment meaning all the shareholders.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what
So
he
it
was
wasn't.
going
It
to.
wasn't.
I
Yeah.
Yeah,
missed
he
that
was
part.
going
I'm
to an
sorry.
investment meeting. He was going to go to tell the shareholders whatever they did not want to hear, and they made sure they canceled his ass.
Yep.
Because you got to understand. Think about it.
United Healthcare,
Health insurance is at a low. Right now, health insurance is really, really low.
Lower than what?
especially
Like the
United
It
cost,
Health,
is.
the
Yeah,
cost
you.
of it,
especially United Health.
or the
Yes.
service that it
No.
provides.
The services, the cost of health insurance is low. Now
Gotcha.
think about what's going to happen when you take all them immigrants off of health care.
It's a wrap.
You gotta realize how many poor people.
I don't know
You gotta
about all
realize how many
that.
people are on United Healthcare.
It's
It's
low.
low, but I
I
don't think
think
it's
the
still not.
regulations to it
Yeah.
is stupid, but I
No,
don't know
listen
too
to me.
much about
United
it.
Healthcare is usually given to who? Who use United Healthcare?
Well, that's not true because
People on
United
Medicaid,
Healthcare.
Medicare,
Hold
Who
on,
low
United
use?
income people
Healthcare.
on
Yeah,
that.
United
go ahead.
Healthcare does have a Medicaid, but they also have commercial plans.
But who use it the most? Who keeps them in business?
I
The
can't say
lower
that because
class.
The lower
yeah,
class
Lower
keep
class.
the lower class. We can stop playing the game. The lower
Lower
class
No,
keeps
class.
because that's who
United
benefits.
Healthcare in
Mm-hmm.
business. So
Yep.
you're telling me
United,
right now Trump is about to talk about deporting these motherfuckers that's been sitting on United Healthcare for almost 10, 20 years.
Sure.
so
well, he could do
speaking
that with
on
all of them
wait,
because it's several
listen,
of them like that.
no,
Because you
United
got
Healthcare
Prime.
is the biggest.
on
America
the
Group used to be bigger.
Yeah.
So
Well,
America
it's Well
Group,
Point now.
United Healthcare, right?
It's not American no more. It's Well Point,
Yeah,
right?
well, it's well planned.
American
It's
they
well
is now
split
spanned
Well
them
now.
Point.
all
Yeah,
up and they all split up into jurisdictions. And
right.
it
Yes.
depends on difference by state to state. It
But you
depends
know,
on and it's split up for I'm not saying you lying.
no.
I
Go
agree
ahead. Go
with you.
ahead. Go ahead.
It's split up. Well, I know here I can't speak in the city that the healthcares are split up between jurisdiction, east and
Yep.
west, for where you
Mm-hmm.
can go. And
Correct.
that's that way so that both parts of the city can get paid, I guess. Both
The
That's what it
healthcare
means.
physicians.
So they both
Yeah.
can get
entities.
paid. Yes.
Right, so they both can get paid. However, the regulations to them,
Mm-hmm.
just suck and it's a headache. And what they cover, and I do not disagree with government assistance. I just feel like it should be offered to people who need it and
Who need
children.
it?
Like I said the last time, like in children, I think the children should get it regardless, which they do.
Yep.
You can apply for government for health care for your kids. They can get
Correct.
state assistance, but
Right.
you should be able to apply for it if if you need it. I mean, I
But you
feel like
but you're
most
not
people
but you're not
can.
answering but you're not answering the question.
If you're
What is
able
it?
to work,
Can
you can work.
afford it.
United
What is
Healthcare
it?
was
Mm-hmm.
was
It's for
for was for the poor.
the
So
poor
this
people.
man was about to go in there and tell them that once these immigrants get off, because he's going to cut all of it for all the non-registered United States immigrants,
Mm-hmm.
which means
Not
that their
too many
health.
foreigners have
They can't get
health
insurance.
insurance.
They can't
They
get
don't
insurance.
really have insurance. They
Where
get
where can't they get
They get
insurance
grant
at?
money.
No, they
Yes, I
gotta
know.
be here. It's certain qualifications. Now I do know that. It's certain
Yeah,
They
qualifications.
can
They
get
have
it.
Oh,
to.
they can get
Yes,
it.
they
Oh,
can
it's
get
a
it.
they
it's
can't
a
come over here and get it. They
They
because
can
not
get
they
it.
try.
listen. Not
I
saying
know they
all
try where I
foreigners
work
can.
at and
I
they get
know
denied.
a lot
They
of the
it's
Hispanic
stipulation.
community
Yes.
cannot undocumented people. The people are undocumented people. Let me
We're
say
talking
that
about
undocumented people.
undocumented people can get it.
They
Undocumented
They
California,
got
people.
it
they can
here.
get it.
They
Florida,
got
they
it
can
here.
get it.
Listen.
North Carolina, they can get it.
They got it
Texas,
here.
Here
they can get
in
it.
They
Maryland,
got
talking
it
about
here.
Baltimore
where
City.
Maryland
Arizona, they
laws
No,
can
must
get it.
be better.
but see,
Cause
that's what she
here
said. She
you
said in
ain't getting it.
Baltimore City. We
Oh,
can only speak to
Oh,
Baltimore
Yeah.
City.
oh,
I'm
In
oh,
speaking
Baltimore
on
oh.
City,
Maryland.
yeah.
It
so
ain't even they are the hardest patients. That's why like when everybody talk about like some of the benefits they get here in Maryland, they don't get them same
no.
government.
Every
They
state is different.
can. Yeah, but say they gotta I guess you gotta be like a citizen or something because scheduling like foreign people they either usually have out of the country insurance.
Or out of
Um
state.
we don't we can't take out of state government insurance in no other state. If you got government insurance, you can't be seen in another state. You can be
For
seen
who?
like in emergency room, but you
Yeah,
can't like follow a primary
but
care
you
doctor
gotta
or something
understand.
like that.
But where do most of them get treated at? John Hopkins back now tonight. We can go down there right now.
Yeah, the
I
emergency
guarantee you,
room
it's
because
Miko and them.
everybody listen, in the emergency room, yes, but if you want continuous care, like say you go to the hospital and you found you got a brain tumor, but you're from Virginia and you got state insurance, we're not going to continue. We're going to
Nope.
see you and treat you. We're going to stabilize you,
That's
but
right.
then you have to
Yeah,
be
Then I'm
followed
going
up
back
in
home. But
Virginia.
as long as you was able to identify the problem, I can go back home.
Yeah, and I mean, and
Listen, but listen what I'm telling you. So if I can only get treated, this is something that I think people need to understand, even in the healthcare industry. United Healthcare made they plan specifically for poor people, right? AmeriGroup made a plan specifically for poor people, right? So you're going to tell your investors that when Trump get in, you're gonna lose a lot more clients. You're gonna because remember these are subscribers. You're gonna lose a lot of subscribers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I
Remember
can I
most.
clarify one thing? I don't
Wow,
think
but
that's
they
what
got
she was. That's
two.
not what she was
United
saying. What she was
Healthcare,
saying
right?
is, if they come
United
into
Healthcare
the,
got commercial and
they have
government.
Yeah,
commercial. That's what I was trying to say at the beginning. But no, no,
that's
no.
not
But
who
so,
their target audience
no,
is.
but what she's talking about for a state insurance, like you said, if somebody comes to
United
John
Healthcare
Hopkins.
state insurance.
Yeah,
Hold on.
yeah,
Wait, I'm just saying, let's just say
Yeah,
if somebody from Virginia, right, comes to Maryland and they get sick and they go to the ED,
right.
what she's saying is stabilized. There's no continued care.
I
Now,
got
what
that.
you
I was
see,
in Florida. I was in Florida when I came up here with the Florida
no,
insurance, and I couldn't be seen at all.
but
Then
no, but
that's
when you
only in the
say
emergency room, and then I
no,
went back home.
I
But
get.
thanks for
Hold
finding
on.
out the problem. That's
yeah,
what I
Okay,
right.
said.
okay,
I know.
well,
I
okay, but
understand what you
but
were
if you
saying.
need
Like,
extended care, they're not going to extend your
I'm not, I,
care
I
because
don't want to
it's not
extend it.
covered.
I'm going to get
No, some
seen at
people
the
try.
emergency room. Think about what I just said, Coco. Stop. I said not about extended care. I'm saying we can go right now to John
You
Hopkins.
said that though.
Right?
That's I'm just going by what
I
you
did not
said.
say
That's
that.
what
I did not say that. What I
you said.
said
You
was
stabilize it, and then now, and I need
then I'll go
extended
back
care.
to
I
my
can go
own.
back to where you.
I'll go back to my own state to get the continuous care that's underneath the insurance that I applied for.
yeah,
What I'm telling you now is that most people that come here in Maryland are being seen 9 times out of 10 in the emergency room. We can go to John Hopkins right now, and I guarantee you is Mia in them as deep as shit right now in the emergency room getting their kids treated for colds right now, right? What I'm telling you is that man was gonna have to go tell those investors who just in a boom, they had a boom when the immigrants came over here. That means when the Ukrainians came over here, when the Afghanians came over here, they got health care. They had to wait for shit because the Afghanians had made an agreement that if we help y'all against the Taliban, y'all will bring us over here and give us all that America has to offer. Right?
Are they labeled as refugees?
They're not considered refugees. The
I'm
motherfuckers ain't.
asking
Were
the
they
question.
refugees? They're
I'm
not
just
going.
asking the question.
No,
that's
no, they're
it.
No,
immigrants.
I'm
They're not
A
asking
lot
the
of
question.
refugees.
addicts down there.
Well,
I'm
well,
just
all
asking
right.
yes or
Invested
no.
in the
So
hospital.
yes, so we're gonna be politically
No, I'm
correct.
just saying,
Yes,
is that yes
yes,
or
yes,
no?
yes. They raised
Okay,
they're
that's the
refugees,
difference.
but that's bullshit. Still,
There's a
that's
difference.
still a bullshit. But listen, what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
Where
agree
you
with
coming
you.
from?
No, I'm
Right?
agreeing with you
Yeah,
on
yeah.
that. But I'm just
So
saying
then,
when it
so
comes
you
to who can get the
correct?
insurance, let me just finish real quick, please. No, I think what we were trying to say is when it comes to undocumented, that's why I said there's a difference in undocumented and refugee, right? So you're speaking on a different wavelength than what we were talking about because
No,
undocumented
I was
people.
speaking on both of them. I was speaking on undocumented, whereas though when they do come in and
What, what we're trying to
they do have
explain to
their
you is
state
they
insurance,
cannot just come here and get insurance.
they can. You can go to North Carolina and get it. You can
You can
go to
get it.
Texas and get
You
it.
can
We're
You
get
can
not
it
go
talking
anywhere
about
and
easy.
get
North
it.
Yeah,
Carolina. We were
What
yeah,
I'm
talking
but
about
telling
no,
you,
going
no,
to
but
no, no,
no,
no.
I understand what you're saying.
What
That's why
what
we
I
saying like,
right,
no, they can't. That's why when y'all was
right.
saying it,
right.
I'm like, no, they
We were
can't, cause
talking about
here
here.
Yeah,
You
they
you
talking
can't
about
can.
get no
something totally
motherfucking
different. So you
insurance
can't
But
say
here.
that we're wrong. This is
what I'm
something that we
saying,
do every
no, no,
day, and we see people get
that's not
turned
what
up,
I'm saying.
get
What I'm
turned
saying is what
around.
but what I'm
We're
saying
not
is this.
disagreeing with you. We were just
No.
specifying
That's
that
what I'm saying. I'm saying when you said it, I said that's why they go to the other states to get the insurance, and they can only be seen in the emergency room.
In the
They
emergency
can
room.
only be seen in them. The reason why our emergency
right.
rooms were so packed is because they can only be seen in the emergency room,
Yeah,
right?
Dion said they have a whole office for refugees. She said, yeah, they're
Correct.
considered
So
a
when the
refugee.
refugees comes, yeah, when they
She
come,
said,
they got
wait,
everything.
let me finish the statement. You keep doing that. Stop.
You
So
know
she
what I mean?
said, well, she said, well, because she wanna she so she said, let me just read a couple more. She said, I had United Healthcare when I wasn't working, and I had a my group too. Then she said, Coco, right, there are a bunch of requirements for them to get insurance. Then she said, yeah, they are considered refugees, and it's a difference, Mike. DSS has a whole office for refugees. That's the only part that I was speaking on is the difference in this. Is it wrong? I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just trying to keep it on the same wavelength of understanding because undocumented cannot just get insurance. Here, I can only speak for here in Baltimore City. That's what me and Drew was talking about. But when you get to other states, I don't know their policies as far as undocumented and refugees. That's all I was
Yeah,
saying.
but here, I'm gonna say here in Maryland, you ain't just coming and get everybody get it. The black, white, you feel me? The elderly, it might be hard for some people to get it. You feel me? But I'm even noticing like people here that like people who become victims of crime to the city,
Yeah,
you entitled to benefits for like up to like I've seen like up to 2 years so far. You can even go to college. A lot of people don't know that if you get, hurt, like in the city streets, they can pay for you to go to college, community college, or for
yeah.
like 2 years for real or something like that. Like it's
Hmm.
benefits that do come out of the government assistance for a person in need, and that's when I think the stuff should be used like for a person in need. You feel me? But it shouldn't only
So
be for
so
like.
listen. So listen to me, Jude. Listen. I'm telling you what United Healthcare marketed, right? So they marketed where they had a boost in the dollar, right? The boost in
Right,
salaries came when all the refugees got here, right?
right,
Trump is about to strip all that shit from them, right? So he has to go to his investors now, because remember, you about to have a new president that's against DEI and all of that, right?
Mhm.
So he has to go and make the bad news to the investors.
Hmm.
He has to go tell them. But the only person that benefits from not hearing the news is who? Who benefits from not hearing the bad news?
Right.
Refugees.
Who benefit for not hearing that y'all about to
Them
they about to cut all y'all off? The poor people about
poor
to get
people,
cut off,
poor people,
right?
no
So
doubt.
this was a hit. This was a hit to make sure that he couldn't
Mhm.
get that information out.
Yep.
I guarantee you, in a couple of days, they're gonna tell you when they killed him, they ransacked his house.
Oh, you know they
The gov-
did.
yeah, the
You know they
government don't want
did.
that out. Yeah, the
You
government
know
don't
they
want that
did.
out.
You
The
know they
government wants
did.
you to be the government wants you to be as
All
comfortable
I
as
saw
they
was
want
he
to
was
be.
at large.
they ain't gonna
At
tell us that
large,
they
what he
ransacked
got
the
hit
house
Mhm.
in
now.
broad daylight. Bam
In
bam.
broad daylight.
Not only
Broad
that,
daylight.
they said the gun jammed. He cleared it so fast.
Unjammed it.
Right. They said they knew this was a professional hit.
Mm-hmm. It was
Well,
planned.
right now, tell me who do professional hits in broad daylight?
The
Well, you know
government.
what they you
The
no, you
government.
know what
Exactly.
but you know what they said though, right?
Mm.
What?
You know who they said it was.
Who?
They tried to say it was a mob hit.
Nah,
It
no
I
wasn't
mob
no
knew
hit.
mob
I knew
hit.
it was
Yeah,
janky when they
yeah, it wasn't no mob
specified
hit.
that. I
No
was
mob
like,
hit.
yeah, this ain't sitting too well.
No,
I
man,
mean,
this
I
this is a
wouldn't be
man.
surprised. Listen, the insurance business is the most scammiest of skanky business out here.
True.
Working
Mhm.
with like it's horrible. Like the
Yeah.
way it's set up.
No
I'm
response.
not gonna lie, it has its perks with it. But Mike, when you said that it's too expensive, that's because they greedy, because more patients
Yeah.
complain about the cost than anything. And
Right.
that's
Mhm.
how a lot of patients get misplaced with the regulations that they have for it, along with
Mhm.
the cost. People more so choose, like, I like you use Hopkins University for an example here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if you go to the hospital but you have a university insurance, you need to follow up at university.
Diversity.
And the person wants to go here, but they chose the other insurance because it was cheaper, because the other
Mhm.
one was too high. And then I'm not gonna lie, like, I feel like it looked like my insurance went down a little bit since Trump went in
Yeah, it's gonna
office
go
for real.
down.
The cost of it.
It
Oh
did.
yeah, don't get it messed up. Think
But
about this.
insurance
When
is high.
You know
now,
It's expensive.
so
I'm
this,
sorry, I was my throat
but
was
you know how
burning.
this works. So if the poor get off insurance, then the commercial insurance go low.
Yeah.
You don't have a lot of bodies. You ain't got to service a lot of people.
Yep.
Right? So this is the people. So this is just basic economics. You look at everything that's tailored to the poor, come with us paying for it. Right? So the more poor people you get off of a service, the more commercial it goes down.
It's not even about the poor. I hate that word. I feel like it's more about the lazy people because some people need the government assistance. I feel like it need to be regulated better. It don't need to be taken away. And I feel like I don't mean to sound, but once other America besides Black America realize that it don't only affect them, because just working in the healthcare field, I know that it's not only Black people that use that, and it's not only poor people that use that. I know that people who have worked for long times and health, like something happened, cancer, or some shit, and everybody job. Some of us were lucky enough to luck up with a job, they offer benefits, but some jobs don't offer like good benefits. You feel me? Like
True.
a lot of places don't. And you can work at that job, you can make good money there, but you get crappy benefits. And a lot of people don't invest in the insurance because the insurance. One thing a lot of people don't invest in with their jobs that I hear is their health insurance, and it's usually because of the cost.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if you can't afford your health insurance, what make you think you're going to invest in your pension? You feel me?
Yeah.
Like that,
something?
like. Yeah,
So
that's crazy.
this is the trick bag, right? So
Mhm.
when we talk about poor people, I'm not talking about synonymous to Black people. Right? There's a county in fucking Kentucky that used the most social services alive, right? It's the number one in the country. Besides people that live in West Virginia, we know that for a fact. And
Yeah.
they ain't digging up no more coal. So this ain't
No.
got nothing to do with race.
Nope.
What I'm saying is that when you tailor a product, right? They tailored the product specifically to make sure that poor people could get health care, right? Which was a great product, right?
Yeah.
AmeriGroup was a great product. But now you're saying you have a president that is saying that he wants to go and do a federal sweep, right? Not only with the FBI, not only with the Board of Department of Education, not only with the black guy that he appointed as HUD, right? To run HUD, not only everything else, he's about to run through it
I'm sorry.
all.
Can everybody just look at the private chat, please? So everybody up here, I need y'all to keep up with the private chat so we can,
Oh, hold on, I can't even see it. Hold on.
Let me add something right quick. I think what the problem is, and this is where the political stuff is messed up, because, and what I see here, I can't speak for people in other states, but I see here, and even on my wall, because Coco, my wall is open, it's public, so I get a lot of people I don't even know who come to my wall, and what I see, this is just from my perspective, from where I see with my eyes, a lot of conservatives think that the only ones on public assistance are Black people and liberals, and I'm like, no, because the red states are the poorest states in the union. I'm like, but if you think, and this, and I'm not trying to turn it political, but because you got good conservatives, you got good liberals, you got bad conservatives, you got bad liberals, but you have those who feel that the only ones on the system are Black people and liberals. I'm like, no, that thing, Black people don't even take up half of it. But if
it affects more people than it affects everybody. That's great.
So I'm gonna tell you why. It's the same.
that.
It's the same as the war that's going on between China and Taiwan. Right? Right now, the biggest thing you're supposed to be paying attention to is the war between China and Taiwan.
Right.
Do you know why?
Well, they've been,
because Taiwan make majority of your shit when you was little.
Exactly.
All you used to say, made in Taiwan.
Right.
That's why they went so hard for them, because we
made in Taiwan.
South Korea. What's going on with South Korea, Governor?
And you can see
what's going on with South Korea?
What they doing?
Right, so I'm gonna tell you what's happening. So China invaded Taiwan, and Taiwan is saying fuck that.
No, we ain't going for it, right?
South Korea stayed out of it. Smartest move the president could ever do.
Mm-hmm.
But he went and he said, well, I won the election, but Paul has been dealing with these communist motherfuckers, right? What he's basically accusing Paul is talking to the Taiwanese.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to lock the country down because we ain't going to war.
We ain't go to war.
So now South Korea is under martial law because he refused to back Taiwan.
Didn't he rescind it?
Hell no, he didn't rescind it. No,
I saw something where he was saying something because of the kick that he was getting.
No. What they said was they gave him a deadline.
Oh, okay,
right?
Okay.
So you know how political parties can stretch deadlines. My deadline could be tomorrow. Hey, look, something came up, right? Because Taiwan ain't gonna be China, right? But what Taiwan said, well, what is the United States gonna do, right?
Ooh, when the defense minister of South Korea stepped down.
Yes, he did. Yeah,
stepped down
because he had to go. You know why he left?
I saw something.
But you know why he left.
And now they try to get the president up out of there.
He left because it's hard to keep it's hard to keep a secret.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to go walk up in Coco's house and say, listen, I'm the new man of the house. You know what I'm saying? Kids got to go to bed at such and such. You know what I'm saying? And don't ask no questions. And then I got to go tell Coco why. And her, her heart's so full of gold and shit. She want to go tell the kids what's going on. No, you got two options. You can keep a secret or you can move the fuck out.
Or you get the hell out.
I don't like when I be being referenced like that though.
but so that's what's happening. Even though if South Korea get involved, the United States will get involved.
Yeah,
that's what the Taiwanese was hoping for. Yeah, because our military base is in South Korea.
Right there. Yep.
We got more soldiers stationed in South Korea than almost anywhere in the world.
Anywhere else. Yep.
So if South Korea was to get into war, the United States would have to back them up.
I mean, we're literally right there.
Yeah, South Korea said no, we good where we at. But I'm gonna lock all this shit down.
Right. So with Kim, what's his name? Kim Jong Soon, whatever.
North Korea. He's salivating. He's waiting for something, so he's like, yeah.
Oh, no problem with him. That's one I don't want.
So Kim Jong Un is focused in Africa.
Yeah.
The next world war, the next world war is gonna be on African soil.
It's gonna be African soil. Yep.
So y'all need to decide where y'all gonna align yourselves at because it's going down like a bad parent.
Yeah, it's going down over there because so much.
You got 7 countries that said fuck France, and France was trying to kill the young dude in Burkina Faso. You know, they're trying to smoke his ass like 12 times and failed.
Yep.
So now Venezuela said, listen, brother. Cuba said, yo, we got you. Nicaragua say, hey, yo, we got some more troops to send for you. Like we can't afford you to die. Now they're 32 years old.
You know something, Mike, it's funny about the Nicaragua because we had some people that worked at our job from Nicaragua and they went back home. They was like, we're going back home. I was like, oh shit, all right. So you don't want to stay over here? Nah, we got to go back to our country. They going back to fight just in case.
Right.
So he refuted the martial law
window. Because they gave him a deadline.
I think it was just like, I think that's what I saw, but I saw it like earlier today. I gotta read more into it. I got a quick question for y'all though. It's still on the same wavelength. Because I know what you're gonna say. Do y'all think like discussing politics is boring or watching politics is boring?
It depends on where you watch it at. So I'll give it to you.
Who you talking to also?
If you watch
the president,
look, if you watch, listen. If you watch BBC, if you watch the World News, politics is fun.
If you don't know, now you know.
No, you know what BBC like. I kept hearing like, you don't watch me. I'm like, so you knew what I was like, big black
BBC. But you want to know the BBC?
And
the BBC be finding out shit that happened here before we find out.
Yes.
But no, I thought it was like a foreign
political type thing. Like they had perspective.
You know some what? Some porn stuff.
Because you know BBC, you know I used to work. So BBC is big black cock, right? So when everybody was like, "Oh, it was on the BBC," I was like, "You got a political station?"
We talking about the British
No.
Broadcasting Company.
Yes.
When I found out
British
that I
It
really
is
Broadcasting
did,
Company.
not that BBC,
Yeah, not
Coco.
that BBC.
Not that one. Not that
But
one.
if you but if you but
Oh,
if you watch
up in the many
BBC,
hills.
Mhm.
because what you need to understand is that the world don't lie. The world
No,
don't like us,
y'all
so
don't
they're
lie.
never gonna sugarcoat shit. So
Nothing.
all the
Mm-mm.
political crimes and shit that they be doing on the little history and shit, I love BBC.
I love BBC.
Yes.
Now, if you're watching CNN and all that goofy shit, that's when it get boring because they
That's
keep
what get
running the
boring.
same shit.
Yeah.
Go to BBC where they tell you
BBC
that
keep that shit raw.
motherfucking Africa said fuck the United States, and Biden said, "Well, before I go, let me kiss some ass before I leave."
Right.
And then
I
they
like
call his
to
ass
watch
falling
them
asleep.
because I like to compare.
Speaking on Biden,
I
that's
like
what I
Wendy and Sefo. So when she's
Listen.
on like certain stuff, I watch like it's certain people that I do like to hear their perspective on certain things that's going on. So I I do like some over the other, but I still watch them all because I like to compare what's being said and then try to decipher because you got to do that for yourself, right?
well, see,
Listen.
For your
when I watch
own.
both,
Get-
I watch CNN and I watch all of them. Not so much for the news. Like I said, I watch and say, okay, which one is getting close to the truth? Because I'm like, okay, CNN said this, but Fox said it. Well, Fox said it. CNBC said it. CNBC said it. And I'm like, somebody lying.
Listen.
I'm gonna take the BBC.
Listen. Don't
Can I
nobody
say
tell
something?
you who
I'm
lied
waiting
more
for
than
Trump
the
to come out.
BBC News.
I'm
The
waiting for Trump.
BBC News. I'm sorry. The BBC News make sure you understand that
Right.
our country been lying to us all
Don't
along.
lie
You
forever.
find out
That's what it
shit
be.
from them. You find out shit from them that they ain't even tell you here. You be like, well, what the hell did that?
See, that's why like
That's true.
Piers Morgan, he's a dickhead, but I watch Piers because Piers is straightforward. He gonna keep it to you.
Yeah.
He gonna
Yeah,
give it to
he
you.
don't like America at all.
He gonna give it to
And
you.
I'm gonna tell you where you go at. If you got some time, get on your
Yeah.
laptops and find the Indian News channel.
I know.
I ain't watching
It'll
that.
change
I
your life.
love
It'll
them.
change
They
your life.
so
Indian
raw.
News channel.
Them
I've seen
and
clips.
Asian news.
No fucks at
Indian
all.
news and Asian news don't give two fizz ups. Let me tell
They
you.
keep it
They
100.
will show it all and they will keep the cameras rolling and don't
Rolling.
stop. And they're like, did you see it? Did you get it? It's raw.
They do.
Blah.
Yeah, they
What's
warn you ahead of time.
But I'm
They
gonna
warn
tell
you
you.
ahead of time, but they gonna show that shit.
What I'm gonna tell you one day, if you go on YouTube and you type in the United States hunger commercial in Germany,
Mhm.
and they say for $2 a day you can feed an American child, and they start showing our cities. Yeah, they don't fuck with us.
So let me tell you something. It was this guy talking about, he was talking about somebody else, somewhere else like Chicago. So
Yeah.
now the way he trashed Chicago, like type in Baltimore.
Yeah, he talking
Boy,
shit.
the way he went in and showed the words, I was defending the city. Like it is not like that.
They be
You
talking
feel me? Like,
Oh, it is.
but it is. Listen, it is, but it ain't. It's just the way people look. You just gotta be like, God, they need to get it together. It made us look like a third world country, like for real, like.
Yeah.
You know something funny about that dude?
That
Like
shit is spreading like a sword, though.
doing the Black
That
Lives
shit
Matter
spread-
marches. We had a certain kind of broadcast, but I was because I seen my shit on BBC. I'm like, oh shit. And I said, yo, I'm on BBC. By the time they came on, it was already gone. But the thing about it is, they were talking like, yo, shit's fucked up over there. it was like, I was like, damn. Yeah. Man, look here. But anyway, let's segue because Mike mentioned something like Biden. Let's segue to that Biden thing. We got Biden on our list.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Because your future boss been a little quiet here lately. I am dying to hear. Maybe
let me tell you.
Yeah, he's supposed to be going to hell off on that bullshit Biden pull the other day. I'm like, what?
No, he did. This is what he
Oh,
said.
did he? I missed it.
So this is what he said. If you had the power to get your family members off, would you?
Oh my God, this nigga.
I love him. You thought he was gonna bash him and all that, right? He formed the question to the masses.
I wanted him.
You had the power.
He's right though. I'm
gonna tell you why. Because he was too busy talking to Canada when they was in their meeting, and then it got out when he told Canada, "Well, if y'all doing so bad, y'all might as well become the 51st state of the United States."
Yep.
Yeah, he not worrying about what Hunter Biden was gonna get off regardless. His
But
father's the president.
Mike, I wanted him. This is the one time I wanted Trump to be Trump.
He asked the question.
I know.
The American people.
I know, but I wanted Trump to just like be Trump. I wanted him to.
Because he was so adamant that he was not going to pardon his son. He was so adamant.
That's the problem I had with it.
I want to know what changed his mind.
He said before, I'm not pardoning, even after the election, I'm not going to pardon him. But then he did.
He said, that's what he said. This is what he said. This came out today.
I mean,
I cannot leave my son in the political warfare that will be happening to him.
I'll be honest,
that's what it would be.
Yeah, go ahead, Paul.
Yeah,
that's what it would be. I mean, you got to realize Trump already don't give a damn about you, Biden. He don't like you. He don't like your son. That's why I wanted him to go off. That's why I wanted him to stop. He talk shit about your dead son and all that stuff. So I'm saying,
I wanted Trump to go off, man. I wanted him to freaking.
But Biden knew once they ran his ass up out of for running for re-election, he knew he was going to free his son and not leave him up in there.
Yeah,
he knew that.
I know, but Trump disappointed me because I wanted him to go full throttle Donald J. Trump. I wanted him to. I was like, Coco was talking. I said, Coco, I said, it's the worst time, but it's the Trump. I know he gonna go on that ass.
He ain't gonna hit the fan until he gets pulled in January.
We need him to shine.
That's why people are getting in line right now. They're getting their asses in line with him right now because shit gonna hit the fan come January. And the local land gonna get rolled over. Now, what I'm telling you now. What's the name? The little hedge pet guy. He ain't gonna be able to make it. But if he gonna try to replace him, I guess with DeSantis probably. But I'm gonna tell you what, them people don't get in line with Trump. Trump gonna run over them because Trump, when he gets sworn in January, shit gonna hit the fan.
So listen, Paul. He hired Patel to clean up the whole FBI. Yo, this dude don't like nobody. Like I watched his interviews and all that.
He don't like nobody.
He about to put the FBI's is huge.
I don't think he like his wife. That nigga don't like nobody.
Listen, he we got 7,000 FBI agents that sit around and don't do nothing.
But see, my problem with
he's about to shrink all that and make them 7,000 go be police officers. This shit about to.
But I'll be honest with you with the Biden thing. I'm gonna tell you why I wouldn't
do nothing. Hold on, what you motherfucker getting paid to do nothing?
Look, I'm gonna tell you why I wouldn't pardon my son because he was convicted, and I wouldn't have pardoned my son. I'm just gonna keep him. God knows I wouldn't have.
He done got 100 years.
My son has
got 100 years. I'm gonna let your son stop.
I'm gonna prove my point right now.
Years.
I'm gonna prove my point right now. If my niece Morena was here, me and my son are not even talking right now. You know why? Because I told him your ass need to be in jail. We had spoken in 4 months because I was like, look, I don't give a shit.
Years.
I don't give a shit. I told my son
going to give him listen.
I told my son you need to do life. I told my son a few months ago, nigga, you need to do life for what you did. I don't care.
But 100 years.
That nigga had
you can get out on life. You can get out on life.
I don't care if
you can get out on life.
I don't care if he had triple life and got to come back and do the rest of that shit.
Bro,
come back.
He was going to get that boy 100 years. A crackhead. 100 years.
I'm going to tell you why I got an issue.
He's going to real federal jail. He ain't going like that.
But see, I'm going to tell you why I got an issue with it.
But raping jail. Like he wasn't going to like the.
But listen, I'm going to tell you why I got an issue with it. The reason I got an issue with it is because, like some of my friends overseas say, the justice system is trash. It's trash.
We know that though. We black. But we talking about 100 years in real federal jail.
I don't care. I mean, me and my son are not speaking because I said your ass need to go to prison.
Hey, listen, me and my son, out of here.
I don't play that shit.
I'm right, my bad.
And he was like, I ain't gonna say what he
had the power. Hold on, Bosco. If you had the power right now, right, and be like, look, son, I'm gonna get you the fuck out of here, but you gotta leave the country.
No.
What?
I'm hardcore like that.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you a story. My uncle was locked up. He won the first kingpins in Carroll City, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Obama got him out. He did 27 years in the federal pen.
That's different. If he did a little time, okay.
Listen what he
If
said.
he did a little time, that's different.
He said, but I did time for selling the drug that you manufactured.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's it. But okay. what this nigga did with Ukraine? Look,
listen,
the way I look at it, you got to do a little bit of time first, then I'm gonna let you get out.
I'm not letting you do. I'm letting my son not do. Nah, if he call me right now, we go for Cuba, nigga.
I'm gonna tell that nigga, yo,
listen.
Hey, listen. I got the book. I got the book.
Hey, listen. We in Bolivia. Look, we in Bolivia right now, looking at some mommies walking up and down the street. And I don't give a fuck if he wanted for stealing the car in Maryland, bro. We gone. Like we out.
Said, that nigga do double life and he died. He got to come back and go right back to the penitentiary.
But listen.
Huh?
He was gonna get 100 years.
They're gonna nail his ass. They're gonna nail him.
He was gonna be the new Jesus.
Yeah, that nigga was good. They're gonna nail him. He was coming back the next century.
You was gonna make him do 100 years. You gonna make him do 100 years.
No, he said he got a little bit of time. Then he can come out. You about to not be the president no more, so you ain't got nothing.
That's his fault then. You got look. I'm sorry. I'm hardcore.
He was gonna get 100, and he was gonna get 100 years and labeled a traitor.
They could have gave that nigga 200 years. He had to do 200.
He's going to Florence maximum security prison. With the Aryan nations and
hold on, kid. It
would have been hunting gangs all night. Like it would have been.
They got to go to ADX in Colorado and be a Richard Reed and their shoe bomber.
Exactly right. He would be. It'll be Hunter Biden getting clapped all night. How they be? Biden cakes will be up in this motherfucker.
When he come back, he don't even go to daycare. He go right back to the penitentiary.
Let me ask something. I know it's all subject here, but let me ask something. How come they won't let Diddy out of jail? Why they won't let him out?
Somebody got to pardon him.
Like,
ain't nobody pardon Diddy.
No. Diddy hasn't been found guilty yet.
Oh yeah, you got to find. Yeah, you got to find.
He hasn't been to trial yet.
He hasn't been to trial yet. Yeah, you got to go to trial first.
I know. I'm saying, but how come they won't let him get bond or nothing? They won't let him make no bail or nothing. Why they won't let him get out of jail?
Because he's a power run.
And also, Diddy been messing up in jail too. He been doing illegal shit in jail too. They done caught.
Yeah,
they're busting a lot of shit. So
he's a power to go to. He be out there with Russell Simmons, and they can't extradite him. So it's 17 countries that you can leave. This is how like black people be slow. Like it's 17 countries. So if my son break the law, nigga, we in Cuba. And if I don't like how Cuba is. We in Colombia, bro. We over here. I don't know what Bosco talking about, bro. But we in Indonesia, my nigga. We in Bali, right? Watch the little dogs run.
If he can get away, he can get away. But
what I'm telling you is that they will not let Diddy go because he can run.
Yeah, he can run easy.
It's a lot more people that if I give you $1 million, there's a lot more things I can do with $1 million. And all I gotta do is get you to Miami. If I can get you to Miami, then the Zopound can take you to Haiti. If you can make it to Haiti, you can make it to Bolivia.
Yeah, it's a wrap after that.
If you make it to Bolivia, the Bolivia don't like the United States because how they did Pablo Escobar. So they don't even fuck with us. So you can literally walk around there and see mamacitas all day long. They're never going to extradite you.
Never.
This is the one thing. Paying off inmates.
But like you said, Mike, Russell Simmons then came back to the country. He know he can't come back here. He know that.
But they can't extradite him.
They can't extradite him. Right.
They're non-extraditional. This is what I understand about. This is the one thing I understand about parents, right? And this is the one thing we be having these conversations, right? You know your son a fuck up. Right. You know your son a fuck up. So you wake up one day and your son come in like I robbed a few niggas and they knew who I was.
Time to get on the
motherfucker, we got 48 hours to get the fuck out of the United States before they post you.
Look at his face though, Mike. Look at his face.
We got 48 hours to get the fuck out of here. Now I understand the hardcore back in the day. I see this whole Facebook down like
no. But check out. Now if he did some shit right, and he said, "Yo, Pop, man." Now if he said, "Pop, man, I done got some shit. I need to get out the country," I'll get him out the country. But if he did some shit and I ain't like when me and my son, he did some shit. He ain't said, and we ain't spoke.
Oh,
and basically, the last thing he said to me was, if I was dying, you wouldn't give a shit about me. Now, Everyone around
bad
here,
terms, yeah.
everybody here in this city knows. Out of everybody in his family, from his mother's side, I'm the only one that had his back since birth. His mother gave him up. His mother like, fuck, I want to get high. I kept him, raised that boy. When he got out, he went to group home. He came back, stayed with me. Mom ain't want nothing to do with him. Nobody want nothing to do with him. He got in trouble. I helped him get out of jail. I did all this. He locked up. I did all this shit from there. He said some shit like that to me. I was like, all right, bet.
Yeah, that's different though. Yeah, that's different. He burned the bridge.
That's what I'm saying.
I get you now. He burned that
now,
bridge.
me and him was cool. And I'm like, all right, we gotta get you out of here. That's different.
Florida,
I'm like,
Florida,
you do it all
right
time.
down the street. Yeah, Florida, right down the street. Y'all.
He did dirty shit. He did grimy, dirty shit. And he was talking reckless against me. And I'm like, oh, okay. The guy who had your back when even your homies shit on you when you was locked up, right? That the same guy. Yeah, okay. And I ain't
burning the bridge. I understand. But I'm talking about my son coming right now, like, Dad, man, they try to rob me. I banged on a few people.
Oh, that's different. We got to get you out
the car, bro.
We got to get you out
here. It's going to be like this. Hey, son, I got you. I got to
get him out the country.
We out of there.
If I got to drive to Miami my damn self, I'll drive to Miami my damn self. We got to get you out the country.
That's what Biden did for, what's his name?
That's right. He got his son out there.
But yeah, that's what he done for him.
But think about it. Y'all don't even understand. Like, he doesn't have the political protection. He's going to jail. It's going to be Biden ass. It's going to be Biden ass cheeks passed around.
He knew.
As soon as they offer him some coke, look. As soon as they offer him some coke, his money don't come fast enough.
Yeah, gotta know
Florence everywhere. Like
look up that penitentiary in Florence.
We can't even remember the
no joke.
Right. He put some money on the books.
What books? He's a junkie. The books ain't gonna get there fast enough.
He's a crackhead. He's a dopehead.
Yeah, he is. The books ain't gonna get there fast enough. Niggas is literally waiting for him.
What are you waiting for?
The nigga got the coke already in the cell. Hey, bro, we got you. He gonna straight hit that. I was stressed out.
Yep.
All of it all at one time.
On to another jail guy.
Listen. Look, once he get high, they're gonna gather around him.
That's we got it, man.
Right. That man was on coke and dope. He was on some shit.
Yeah, he was on some shit.
Let me ask another question. While we're on everything, I'm just full of questions. I hope y'all don't mind. What about old boy Tim Scott? Where in the hell is he at? I see Trump getting coke together and stuff. Where in the hell is Tim Scott?
So listen how Tim. So Tim Scott got to disappear for a while.
He has to.
He got to disappear for a while. You ain't gonna see him till probably after the inauguration.
At the inauguration, yeah.
He low.
Yeah. He'll pop out later. And plus, he just kept talking. He was so dumb. Like,
shut the hell up.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut up. That's all he had to do.
He was shut the hell up.
My man volunteered his grandmother. Look, her address, the social security card is this, that. Yeah.
Like, dude, be quiet.
All right, so listen. So I know y'all wasn't paying attention, right? So
can I just say, Jude is giving me life right now. She is bringing back so many memories of when I used to be strong. The calmness in her aura right now is amazing.
I'm waiting to get up there after one of these.
Listen, so I'm gonna tell y'all, go to YouTube and watch what the guy Patel talking about, right?
Yeah.
So he just became the director of the FBI. So he about to shrink the FBI and the DOJ, right? Yeah. Let me tell you what government waste is for y'all who never worked in the government. There are people that are GS-15s that have been sitting in positions for 20 years and don't know shit about what's going on every day in their agencies.
Making six digits, don't know nothing.
They making 6, 7. They get their raises is like $100,000. Like they double dipping. They retired from the service and they getting disability plus this check.
Plus the check.
So he about to come and wipe all that shit out. In the course of 5 to 6 months, you're gonna see a lot of government people retire. Yeah, they're gonna get forced retired out.
Yeah,
because once he sweep the FBI, and FBI huge, and once he sweep the DOJ, and then if they give, because they wanted to make him the director of the CIA at first.
Yeah.
But they wanted to keep him where he at. So they're gonna bring another cohort to do the same thing. But I'm telling y'all, government is about to get super, super thin.
It's about to be
Now,
thin, yeah.
so now for the people that actually work for government, that's a great news for us because the
Mm.
old guard need to go.
They got to
Right?
go,
The
dude.
old guard got to go
They got to
because
go. They got to go.
half of us don't get raises or moved up because the old guard won't leave.
Yeah, because those been the gatekeepers. Got to get
Yeah,
them out
so,
of there. They've been there
so
too
all
long, man.
so all the gatekeepers they're about to go,
Mhm.
right?
And see, that's what the local politics reflect too. I mean to keep cutting you off, but
No,
see,
go ahead.
that's what the local politics reflect too, and people need to be paying attention to that locally as well. The same thing that's going on internationally, or whatever you want to call it, globally with us,
Mhm.
is going on locally as well, and people need to realize that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but
So,
just like Brandon, just like Al Mayer was on the Breakfast Club,
Yeah.
right? When he went on the Breakfast Club, he was talking about the transparency of government, and most people don't know what the mayor did, right?
Mm.
So he came up with a documentary, which I thought was pretty cool because I watched it twice. I forgot the name. I got to post it. But I understand, like most people don't know what a mayor do in the city. Like
They
most
don't.
people don't have an idea. Once he showed it, I'm like, all right, well, cool. He do a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. I didn't know half the shit that he was doing, right? Even when it came to Safe Streets, who got like a bad reputation from the media, they did a lot more shit once they showed the documentary. So this is the problem with us as just Americans, right? Americans only worry about what affects them
Mhm.
in a circle of them. So it's not even in the vicinity. Your vicinity could be from here to the corner store. We talking about the only effect will happen when they sitting at a table, right? So if you only worried about what's happening with you only when you sitting at a table, you missing out on every other power move. Like
Mhm.
most people don't know that once the FBI is moving into Maryland and Gaithersburg, they already got the place to building. They start the building in the whole 9 yards, right?
Word.
And then Baltimore City and the guys who want to come out of jail now, they doing investigations based on they did illegal pulls from the wireless towers in order to convict most guys, right? So what they found out is that shit, most people that sitting in jail right now but has been getting pulled because their cell phone was in the vicinity. Not was they actually showed to do a crime. Right, and this has been going on for every inner city right now. Was that when most people do crime, let's say right now is a shooting, me, Jude, and Coco around, right? The first person they're gonna pull is our cell phone information, right? Which is easy. I'll show you one day.
Leave the phones at home. Check.
That's how I used to be. Yeah.
It's like
So then, so then they come, and lock all three of us up. Now they find two women, they automatically discount y'all. Y'all could have been the shooter. I'm going to jail and I'm gonna face the charge of murder, even though they haven't found a gun on me at all. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
As long what they say is your cell phone was in the vicinity of a 10-mile 5-mile radius, you should know what happened. I don't know what happened. I was getting some ass. You know what I'm saying? She just happened to live close. You know what I'm saying? She just happened to live close. You know what I'm saying? Her house is on the corner when son got popped. I was in the bed, you know what I'm saying, doing me. But being though I have a record, right? And that's how they get your kids. And that's something that black people need to know. They get your kids because bail is illegal. Bail is unconstitutional. You don't sort of have a bailing system.
But I got one question. I got a question. I mean, it's off topic, but I just want to know how much THC is too much for one night.
Oh,
Jude, it's all yours, my love.
I got this full bag of gummies. It's about 30 of them in here. I want to eat like 3 of a piece.
Send me 2.
Oh, yeah, I'm about to say, how many you take?
I only took 1 right now.
Send it
Take
Fred.
another one.
Huh?
Take another one.
Send it
Take
Fred.
another one just for.
What about if I take 2? Like 30 milligrams.
yeah,
take
two might be nice.
Yeah, take 2. That should be.
Right.
You should
Oh,
be
you
good.
gonna be like how I was doing that show. Then you gonna
Yeah, I'm
fall
trying to
asleep
get
and
because see, I got my pen in there, my vape, but I don't like the smoke in me. But I still like, that's why I got all of these right here. My homie
Well,
from
you wait till
I
after
like
because last time you was trying to fix that daggone mic. We not doing.
Well, we only got 12 minutes now, so
Right. Oh, it
takes about 30 minutes to kick in.
Yeah,
So
look, I am a little stoned, but no, Mike was talking.
go ahead, Mike. Finish up, Mike. I'm trying to ask that question before I forget. Go
No,
ahead.
I'm about to say he was talking, so that's why I ain't say. But no, wait, he had said something a while ago, and I meant to. I wanted to say.
Why you give me a finger, dude? I was asking the question.
don't even mean to bring it back. I don't even mean to bring it back. But look, Mike, when you was talking about pulling money out your 401k, right? I
Oh,
wanted
she
to
done
I
waited.
wanted to say you can't always pull the money out. Listen, no bullcrap. Listen, because I wanted to say if I kept forgetting, but it popped back in my head. You can't always pull your money. If you invest a certain amount of time, you reach a cap. This is something a lot of people don't know because I didn't know this either. You reach a cap. If you reach a cap and you put too much money in, when you leave, you can't take it.
But you can though. So this is what you can do, right? It's a loophole. I'm good at this.
I will
So
teach
you know
me
before you,
because
so you know, and,
they
and this
go up.
in hospitals do this a lot, especially like John Hopkins, little bitch ass, right? So what John Hopkins do is they say, right, you put too much money in, right? So
We
you go
digress.
in, yeah, you go in and you say, okay, well, cool. Let me talk to a real person. When you talk to that real person, you ask them two things. One, I want to close. I want to close my account. If I close my account, it's mine. But you got to close it first.
Mm-hmm.
Once you close it, it's yours because you signed up to open it.
Right.
Then you can get the money. Now, if you pay too much money and they have a record of it, they have to cut you a check.
Okay.
Money don't disappear. This is America.
Right.
But for John
Okay.
Hopkins' little bitch ass, how they do with that? Because they did my homegirl that way with that shit. You gotta close the account first. That's how they get you. So y'all would say, "Oh, I should be able to take it now because it's mine." No, you have to close the account. You don't want to put no more money. You done, right?
Yeah, they did that. They did me like that. He ain't like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. You gotta close it first, though. But you
So John
gotta
Hopkins be
close it.
grimy like
They
that, man.
tried it.
Hell yeah, yes. But you gotta,
If you
yeah, you
So
don't
gotta.
you talking
know,
about John
yeah,
Hopkins, the
a lot of places like that, but
hospital
if you
secretary?
don't know, they damn sure ain't gonna break it. That they just gonna be like, no.
No, and never and
Damn.
never
Y'all talking
and
about
like I
John
tell you,
Hopkins, the hospital?
yeah, John
Yeah.
Hopkins,
Yeah,
fucked
there's a
up.
The hospital.
hospital. There's a
Hell yeah.
Okay,
hospital.
okay,
So
okay.
look, so
I
this
ain't know
what
they was grimy
so
like
this
that,
yeah,
but
so this what they do though, right? They say, oh well, yeah, you can leave. And most women don't even look at their 401k, just quit John Hopkins, right? You've been there for like 5 years, you ain't really do much, right? But you gotta close your account because your account is still live. You close it. Say, I don't want to do nothing with it. I need it to close, right?
right.
You call and say, I want to close it, and then I want to know how can I reinvest my money,
Mm-hmm.
right? Well, they're gonna tell you, and that's how they all do you. Can I transfer my money? This is when I ask. I like Fidelity. I want to transfer my money to Fidelity. This is what they'll say. Call the Fidelity people first, and then give us the transfer number. So before you even call them, you set up your account with Fidelity, and you get your wire transfer number.
Mm-hmm.
Then you call them again and say, "Listen, I don't want nothing to do with y'all." But I do want a record of
Right.
oversight. This is what you say.
Yeah.
I want a record of oversight, which means whatever you paid that didn't go into the 401k because you continuously took it out of my check, right? After that, you give them the wire because they're gonna be like, oh well, we don't. Well, do you know the wire transfer? Of course I do. Here's the numbers, and I
This
need it
kid.
wired now, right?
Come get your boy.
So boom, what they'll do is once they wire it to that new account, your account is still active. So if you ever go back into whatever job that you go in, that 401k is still open as a record. Even though the account is closed, it's still going to show on your portfolio. Once you get that switched over, where they wire transfer the money because you're not doing a transfer to transfer 401k, you're closing your shit because your Hopkins don't like to work with everybody else.
They don't. I can
Right?
say that's true because
Yeah.
when I left, even I thought I closed it.
Yeah, you
How
got to
same
call.
thing,
Yeah.
but you gotta really and they kept saying, I'm like, what the fuck they mean active? That and you know when I left, it was like a year later. They was still like, oh, we have this information. I'm like, information on what? Like,
Yeah, you got to call
you
them.
literally gotta call
Yeah.
them and tell them to close out your account. Other than that, they're gonna still keep it open and active
Mm-hmm.
and ongoing. And I was like, what kind of shit is this? Where was
Because
you back then?
so that's what
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you.
Time as I went.
Who was talking about? We was talking.
No, we wasn't not during that time.
Why wasn't we? You didn't
Huh?
leave your house till recently.
Who told you that?
we pulling out what's going
It's
on?
been some years.
Recently, that's been a while. It's been
I've
years.
known this
Yeah,
girl for like 5 years.
it's been about almost 3 years,
Right,
about 3 years.
exactly, nigga. We was talking.
You ain't told me you knew that though.
You didn't ask.
You ain't
How do
you
I
ain't
know if you don't ask me? Like,
you should have been like, hey, you know how they come and try to sell you insurance.
for sell you
You
insurance,
know what
that
to do
ain't
with
much.
your
That ain't, but I didn't know how to deal with. I
You
didn't
like
know
the
how to.
Jehovah
Now listen,
Witness?
I didn't know how to deal with John Hopkins until my homegirl went through it, and she was like, "Mike, I'm calling." And I was like, "Yes, well, this is Fidelity's representative. We're looking to da 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 da." And the man was like, "Oh, okay, well, we can help now, but can you please close the account because I would refuse to have to do a lawsuit because what you're doing is holding my client's money hostage." And they were like, "Oh no, we don't want to do that. We don't want to get in that lawsuit." And I was like, "Cool," but she was
Why you say
crying.
they're talking about the 700 Club? What they got to do
Oh,
with
oh
me?
yeah, you talking about the news? Yeah, we watching that shit.
Oh, he's like
We
the
was
seven.
I
talking
got
about
enough.
we was talking
Yeah,
about
I got enough racist. I got enough racist news to last me a lifetime. I ain't got
Yeah,
time.
I ain't watched 700 Club in about 30 years.
So
Oh.
I screamed
Ain't
it. I
gonna
want
never.
to say
Who
nothing
watches
because
700 Club?
he did.
JB,
Yeah.
Hey man, I
I'm
just noticed
good.
it in the comments.
Yeah, I
He's
ain't
like
Hey
watching that
man,
shit.
watching
he got murder
700
charges.
Club.
What the
I
hell?
ain't watching
But
that shit.
clearly he do because he said 700 Club be on it.
Yeah, you good. Yeah,
I
but
ain't watched them in a long. I ain't
that
watched
motherfucking shit about as worse as watching Mormons to give the news. It
Jay
ain't
be able to get
real.
that short bus fixed.
I thought
I
that was
don't
the
know. I
only
watched one
people
local
that
news
even
here and
listened to it
there.
was when you woke up and it was on because it came on after
Came
the
on late night.
Yeah.
right.
After
What the hell is
BBC
this?
done cut shit. What's this?
Yeah.
You knew you
No,
stood up to
everybody
it, but
do that.
so
What?
when they deal with hospitals, right,
Mhm.
and pharmaceutical companies, it's harder to get your money out because of the language that they use, and they don't use universal 401k companies like Fidelity, Scotch Trade, or none of that. There's always some off-brand shit that they use so they can control it. Even when you go into the army, like you got kids that's in the army, they invest in what they call thrift, right? So
Mm.
thrift is only government, right? So you got cats that join the military. You send your son to the military, you don't educate him to take some of his money and
Mhm.
put it in his 401k. By the time he come home, you wonder why he's sitting on your couch.
Right.
Mhm.
On the
Because he
back.
That is
hasn't,
true.
yeah, because he wasn't able to invest in anything, even if it was $50. What they don't tell the kids now is that you can set a limit. You can set a anytime you get a job, you can set a limit of how much money you want out your check.
Mhm.
You don't have
Oh
to be a
yeah, no,
baller. You ain't got to
no,
start
no.
with
Yeah.
$100. You can start with $25 if you like your job, right?
Right.
I'm smart enough to work in the government where they match me 7%. They
Yeah,
match
that's
me
what I'm
ten
trying to tell
percent.
my friend. But it's hard to talk to young kids because sometimes, especially when if they making a nice little piece of change. Like I used to tell my youngest son, put up a couple dollars, son. I'm like, Mom, what? You know, they looking at I want all mines. They not thinking
Mm.
long term. But then
Mm-mm.
I know with younger people, especially today, you gotta make sure the opportunity is there for them to receive it. Because I didn't get to him when he was ready
Short
to
attention
receive it.
spans.
When it was something that, he wanted, he had a question and I could slide it up in there. And then next
Right.
thing you know, he was like, all right, so what you saying? I'm like, you're not even gonna know what's gone. So you gotta, like you said, you gotta make sure that they know that they not gonna know that that money was gone. Like, you know what I mean?
Shoot,
Yeah,
the lady at
it's like
HR broke it down. When I went to fill out that part of my stuff, and I asked, like
Yeah.
I don't even think I really asked.
Mm-hmm.
I think I kind of like insinuated about something that I wasn't sure of. And when
Mm-hmm.
she broke it down to me, she broke that shit down to me in layman's term, or how it would come out in the long run.
Hmm.
right.
Like it was like another. I don't know. I think they should teach it right then and there. But I don't
Yeah.
know. It goes. It's different now because
I mean, the
now
same as it's same as
you
child
kind of doing
support.
that stuff on the.
So it's same as child support. We see guys complaining about child support and all that other shit. You know,
Speaking of child
child
support,
support.
real quick, Mike, before you say that, I'm gonna
Child
send
support.
everybody we're in a group chat, right? At that that we got on social media. I put everybody in there. I think I got
Yeah,
added. So
yeah.
if y'all can come next week, I got 2 videos someone sent me. So a lot of people been asking about a relationship show.
Mm-hmm.
So there are 2 videos that I was sent that was pretty, you know, intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we can talk about that, I guess, next week. So, I'll post it there and please watch at your leisure. Thank you.
Okay.
Mike, pick it
So
up.
so So this will make guys seem bitter online when they talk about child support, right? So our standard child support now is $500, right, across the board. Now they're hitting the young people in the head, $500, right, one child. What mothers haven't taken into consideration, what they like when their sons get on child support, they don't encourage them to pick up a technical skill, right? They don't get a you have to they don't push their son like, yeah, bro, like this money gonna hurt you, right? What they encourage them is immediately go out and get a job, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when they see their checks, you wonder why your son is depressed, right? Because you, as a father or a mother, but majority of the time we usually rely on our moms when we get emotional. The mother doesn't have the cognitive or the people around her to be like, well, just go do these tech job, right? Like take some of your money, go get a certification, and go learn a trade, right? Like a technical trade.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens is that men get so fixated on the price of child support because they don't want to do anything that what they deem is uncomfortable. So what I ask men all the time, I said, well, if you got child support that's $500, why would you go to Amazon and stand on your feet? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you go to Amazon? You can pay $18 an hour,
Mm-hmm.
and your child support is $500. That's $250 out of each check.
Each check.
You about to lose that, and you about to feel it when you could literally say, "Look, man, listen, I don't want to work. I don't think I can make it." Right? Some serious shit. Sit down and say, "Listen, what is the fastest way for me to get some money?" Right? What most mothers do is they're pushing their sons into CDL drivers. Right? What that does is that alerts the baby mother because that's the pictures and the truck and all this
Mm-hmm.
shit. So she go down and she hike up the child support. Right? But when you in tech, don't nobody understand tech. Tech is as quiet as it comes, right?
Right.
I pay $1,000 a month. I make way more than that. You know what I'm saying? She don't know what I do. She know I do computers. That's all
She
she
know
knows.
now if she watching this. No, I'm
I mean,
joking.
she can do now. And I got a
No, I'm
man
joking,
lawyer
man.
now. Shit.
I'm joking.
But no, but what I'm saying is like tech is lost on people. You feel
Yeah.
me? So so when you do see men who are like bitter, like, oh, you jagged because you got to pay child support, it isn't that. It's that they didn't have the resources to go into a trade that they won't feel it.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like, in order for you to be able to, child support is it can be a motivator or it can be something that crushes your motherfucking soul. So when you have young kids out here and we know kids make mistakes, they bring in babies. Some you got to be ready to be like, listen, take this cert, and then take your ass to work, right? As of right now, the black community is starting to learn about government clearances now because of the
Mm-hmm.
girl. I don't want to give her no power, but she do like this GovTech shit that I want to go and see. But she's always talking about clearances and all that. Well, how many of y'all know anybody that got government clearances that
Not
you can
many.
actually take your kids to and say, listen, this is a person I know that got a government clearance. He's gonna help you get that fresh out of high school, right? Everything online sounds great until you don't know anybody.
Right.
I'm the only person that you know that got a high government clearance because I'm telling you, I got a high government
The
clearance.
only one I know
Other
is
than
my
that,
daughter.
yeah,
That's
other
it.
than that, you wouldn't know. So the resources within our community has always been so much negative shit when it comes to shit like responsibilities, right?
Yeah.
Now I was always against child support because it really wasn't it don't help or hurt anybody, right? But when I got on it, I was like, fuck it. Like if y'all said $1,000, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
3 years later, I got 4 certifications. I don't feel that shit at all. And when I tell mothers when they get like sons that's in love and don't believe the girl gonna do her bad and all this other shit, and then when it happens, y'all either bitter with the baby mother or mad at the son. Like, but there's no solutions. And so when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to like knowing about 401k, I'm big on tech because tech can save your life. In 5 months, you can be making $18 an hour, and in 5 months, you can make $100,000 a year. Right? I got a path, and I be looking at the younger kids now who join in the army and whoever been in the Army, the 25 Bravo MOS is what I train soldiers on Fort Meade. This is why I get up and go to work every day.
For y'all don't know what a 25 Bravo is, it's like a tech guy.
Yeah, yes, it's an information technician.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bosco, because he be talking on all of these abbreviations.
That's on the military translator.
No.
Earlier.
I was letting Bosco clean it up. You know what I'm saying? Bosco can clean it up. You know?
Yeah. That's what he said. GS15 way up here.
Yeah. So
because you have people like me that's gonna make up what I think you mean.
Oh, don't do that.
Like Jude over there eating chips, like, all right.
Eating that high down. That's what it is.
No, you know, my peoples, my grandpeoples and them was military. They always talking, hanging around brothers and stuff. That's militant. That. They always talking at military talk.
Yeah.
Once a soldier, always a soldier.
They
that's soldier. So that's what I do for a living. I train 25 Bravos coming into the military that get stationed in Fort Meade, right?
You know what? That's where I wanted to go when I was in the military, Fort Meade. But
you could have came down. I wasn't gonna be there, but you could have came.
No, I was a medic. I was in the medical field. They sent my ass in Germany.
I was gonna go in the military. My mother cried so bad. She did not want me to go.
I was told not to go to. Like I was told not to go to by a first sergeant I call mom. So you know what I'm saying? First Sergeant Taylor was like, "Nah, we good." but what I'm saying, even now, so this is what they did. They did a study, right? Because right now there will be no background checks allowed soon. They're about to get rid of that in all 50 states. So tech is where you can slide in at. I tell people all the time, like right now, everybody want me to help out everybody now. Like I got like 2-3 people ask me on the tech shit, but you got to be serious. Don't play in my face.
Yeah,
that's you know what I'm saying? Because right now I got a guy that's 52 years old. He just got his security plus and he cried. He straight hugged me. Like, I didn't think I could do it, baby. Man, you can do it. You done did 10 years in jail, 20 years in jail. You can do this.
Yeah.
And when he did it, my father was like, "Boy, well, there you go." I said, "There you go. Keep doing you, bro."
But what happened to you doing the tech, the show, the talk about that? Like, what happened to that? Because
you ain't never bring me back.
Yeah, you
was with the whole black business thing, and I let you do your thing. You supposed to have been interviewed the kid, yeah. So whenever you get ready,
give me a Wednesday. Hit me up.
Huh? All right, because
Mike, we need to get together and work on our campaign strategy for the next 4 years because
right.
Oh yeah. Trip listen, I'm gonna put you trip you fall. I'm there.
Word.
That's gonna be the slogan.
Wait, what's the slogan?
You trip, you fall, I'm gonna be there.
You trip, you fall, I'm gonna be there.
I'll be there.
Be there doing what?
Right, so
look, that's ambiguous.
So we gotta wrap it up.
Right.
Mike, we're gonna talk next week. I posted the videos to the group. I need y'all to watch that. So relationships,
Facebook, right?
Yes, we're gonna dissect those two, and then I had some other questions, relationship stuff that we can talk about, and then so look at that, comment, all that good stuff. Bosco.
And we are about to close the show. In fact, we're going to close. So thank you for tuning in, Captain Convo. So watch us every Wednesday, 8 to 10 p.m. Every Wednesday, as I said. Speaks Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Spotify. I can't say that word. I keep saying Spotify. Anyway, for all those who joined in the comments, forget J Bear. We know how you do. Don't worry. Next week, we're going to put your video up here. So we're going to put that video up here next week. The J Bear video. That's going to solve everything. Thank you for King Paul here locally, Asheville's own.
Let me save it.
Yeah. Asheville's own King Paul Howe. Thank you for showing up. Of course, the Jude, talented Jude. The governor's in the building. Mike Taylor, the tech man. Rich behind the boards, me, Bosco for the rock, and the host of the show, Coco. We'll be back next week, y'all. We out. Peace. And forget J Bear. Stay tuned for the video next week, y'all. We out.